What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is 7 p.m. PT. It is the last day of February in the year 2022. It's Monday. It's good to be here. Thank you for hanging out. I think there's literally 2 people in chat, which is cool. That's cool. That's fine. I like that. Very intimate gathering. It is D&D night. We're here to play D&D. That's precisely what we're going to do. Tonight's the 50th session. 50 sessions. Let's hear what the boys think about that. No Crazed tonight, by the way. He's moving, so he cannot join in tonight. Let's go say hi to the boys.
Emo shit instead of actually doing his job anymore.
Sorry.
Oh God!
Really?
Hello.
Who the hell is that guy?
Hello, boys. It's Preacher. Do you guys remember Preacher?
Hello.
Oh yeah, Preach, he rules.
World of
I
Warcraft.
love him.
Yeah.
That's how he starts his videos.
Well,
Hello, boys. It's Preacher.
Who's Preacher?
Preach here.
Preach Gaming.
Preach.
Oh, the guy that does WoW or used to do WoW?
Well,
Yeah,
used to do WoW
exactly.
until
Wow, so
Yeah, until they started
showed their
molesting
true
people.
colors, and then he
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, I can't support this game anymore."
I mean, their true colors just changed. The people that built WoW don't
Oh
have
yeah,
worked
they
on
were
WoW in
still.
forever.
Yeah, they were still.
I
awful,
don't know. I feel like
horrible
they're doing
people.
that for quite a while, you know. Yeah.
That's what I
People
mean.
just
I
caught
mean,
on.
exactly.
Yeah.
People just found out that they
Yeah.
were fuckboys. That's all that happened.
We're willing to admit it.
They fucked around, and they found out.
I'm eating the spiciest curry right now. Crystal made it.
What
and
should
my
I get
hair,
for dinner,
my hair
guys?
is falling down.
Is
Are
it
you
falling
So I
deflating?
gotta hide the camera for a while. My ears are
Rival.
sweating into my Astro headset.
Rival, were you in the channel when Soba was eating that spicy burrito?
Oh, I'm
You
sure.
could watch his hair just like actually,
so bad.
like it's the opposite of getting an erection, right? It's just like it's just deflating.
The hotter and wetter it got, the more limp it got.
It's
Dude,
pretty
speaking of
hilarious.
erections, I was at a
Oh, God.
cowboy bar last weekend, and I was
All
hanging
right.
out at the bar, and there's this really old guy there, and I was talking to him, and like we just hit it off. I was chatting. He was just some old guy that was
I'm
he's like all
scared.
dressed up and fancy, and he's like, "Yeah, I just come here to like hit on 20-year-old girls and fucking get some action." And I was
Gross.
like, "Okay, all right, I agree, gross." But at the time, I was like, "All right, cool, man. Like, yeah, do you?" And this dude legitimately propositioned me. He's like, "Yeah, dude, if you need some Viagra, just like let me know. I got you, chief." I was like, I think I'm good, dog."
You're like, yo,
Thanks,
mine
bro.
still works.
Yeah.
Thanks, so good
I've
looking
got
out.
a few years left
Pretty.
in the
Hey,
tube.
first of all, let me just say, you don't need to take Viagra or Cialis. You don't need it at our age. But does an Olympic athlete need to fucking take steroids? They're already an Olympic
Oh, Lord.
athlete.
Does
So
it really
why
help,
not
though?
take this? Oh God, are you shitting me?
I've
If
never
you
taken
want to
it.
fuck like a god,
Yeah.
take a half of Cialis.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
good.
I'm dead serious. It's fucking amazing.
No, there's
Yeah.
you shouldn't. I'm jokingly shaming people for using that shit, but it's
Does your
like,
boner just not die?
why
Like, what
not?
You're
Well-
just strong like bull. You can just go forever.
We're strong like
You're
bull
strong
for a
like
couple
bull.
hours.
And
For
when
a
you're
couple
young,
hours, yeah.
people
you're-
think that if you take it, that it's going to diminish your ability to get a boner on your own. That's
Nope.
stupid. Whoever made that up is a moron. That's just not.
I'll
true
tell
at
you
all.
what. A lot of erectile dysfunction is not physiological. It's actually psychological. So like, if you're
Yeah.
stressed out or you're in like a fucking weird place in life, sometimes just shit ain't gonna work. Like if you're depressed, it's not always gonna happen because you got
That
other
and-
shit on your mind. You're not thinking about what's
Back
going
issues
on.
can fuck
You
up
also
your
need
dick, too.
cardiovascular
Yeah.
health. If you have poor
Yeah.
cardiovascular health, you're gonna have a hard time. Straight up.
Mm.
Oh yeah, that's just
I mean,
blood flow
I thought
dynamics
the
right
point
there.
was to have a hard time. Yeah, not a good way.
Oh!
Cheers, Al. I'm drinking to that.
I have a glass of wine here. It is the 50th. Let me pull this out. I got a vape
Oh, yeah,
pen
it's the
and a
50th.
wine. Cheers, chat, and cheers to the boys. I wish Craze was here to celebrate, but I raise my
He's
glass to
moving.
all of you. Yeah,
He's
he is.
leaving the nest. Cheers to that.
I'm so
Good for
proud
him.
of Craze. He's moving out of dad's. I'm so
Our little
fucking
boy
happy
is
for him.
becoming a slightly older boy.
Yep. But hey, to his credit, it's not just him. It's like his entire generation is like stuck at their parents' house because buying a home is a laughable joke these days.
Wait. Did we align on whether Crazed is a Zoomer or just a really like a baby millennial?
He's in the millennial
Zoomer,
cast.
He's an advanced
technically.
Zoomer. He's like an ancient Zoomer. That's the way.
He's the oldest Zoomer.
A millennial.
He's a boom zoomer.
He's a millennial.
He's a
like-
boom zoomer.
Because depending on what you go by, technically I'm an elder millennial. So like,
No, you're not.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
There's
year are you
no
born?
way. You're Gen X, Al. You're like 5 years
No.
older than me.
I'm like
Yeah, you're
almost,
Gen
like
X,
the thing
dude.
is, some people say it,
I'm a
it depends on what you,
Xenial.
it depends on where it starts. Like
What year
there's
were you
a,
born?
I was born in '83.
Oh, he
Okay,
might be a
you're like-
Xenial.
you're riding
He's only
the-
2 years older than me.
You're riding the edge. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah, so I call that I hate using these like terms for generations, but if we're just gonna play the game here, I definitely think that they call Xenials the people who grew up analog and then adapted to being digital when they were like teenagers, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, exactly. That's all of us pretty much in this whole fucking channel. So it's
Yeah.
like
I learned to
you know
flirt
what
by-
outside was, and you knew that getting a girl's number was like actually meant you could call her or
Yeah.
or
Or
things of this
T9
nature.
text her.
We
By
have,
hitting.
We're one of the
Gross.
luckiest generations, in my opinion. We got to experience making mud pies, and then as we were getting into our teens and really developing as people, technology was developing along with us. And
I kind of
that's
agree
so
with that
lucky.
take. I kind of agree with that. I would argue that baby boomers had the best generation because they could go to college and actually didn't cost them an arm and a leg. They had like a livable wage and they could buy houses and have families, which was like really cool. And
then
like
they had
most of our
AIDS.
population can't really do that.
Yeah, but my
Well, they
dad
got
is
to have a bunch of wild sex when they were in their early 20s before AIDS. So
my
get
dad
that.
could not beat the first boss in Elden Ring though. I'm just saying. Like
Well, I can't
Come on,
either.
guys.
What does that make?
I just
me?
beat Godric on
I'm
my
just
second
kidding.
try. So like keep your standards higher.
Take that, Dad.
No,
What-
our
what's your build,
generation is lucky though. You know,
What's your build, Pete?
in its
Sword and
own
board.
way.
Sword and board, what class? What kind of just strength? Or
Vagabond, high strength, high vigor, just tank, full on tank, and then I optimized around buffing my own shield with barricade and then block countering constantly. So I can
Barricade's
survive. I can take a
broken.
fucking beat.
yeah, no wonder why you're crushing shit. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Whenever you use that Ash of War for your shield, does it only
Yeah.
block one big hit, or does it last
No.
a few seconds?
It's time. It's a bunch of time. I think it lasts like 10 or 15 seconds. But when you block, it's like perfect blocking basically.
And
So
it
you take
doesn't
no damage
stamina,
no matter
and you
what.
can follow over the guard.
Yep, and
And when you do your guard
it's-
attack, do you have the talisman that allows you to do more guard attack
Yes.
damage?
Yep.
How
your
much
block
more
counters
damage
do
is
more
it?
damage. Probably like 10, 15%, I would guess. Something
Which
like that.
is enough to one-shot some stuff, because when you do that a lot, or whenever you guard counter or do crits and shit, there's always like a sliver of health left, so that 15% is probably helpful.
It it does more poise damage too, more posture damage. So it's like I'm basically just staggering everything comes in, tries to hit me. And if you're not a boss, you come in and try and hit me, and I just stagger you instantly and then fuck your shit up.
Nice.
What weapon do you use?
I'm literally just using a Lord Sworn's straight sword right now.
Oh god, you need
Really?
to upgrade bad.
I
Holy
mean,
shit.
it's buffed. It's upgrade. You can beat the game with any weapon, but I don't. There's
Oh,
no.
I know.
I want a piercing sword over a slashing sword, and it's the best piercing sword I have. So
There you go. Are
There
you
you
still
go.
like in the starting areas too?
I just
You
killed
beat
Godric.
Yeah,
Oh
so-
shit. Okay, and you're probably what, level 30 something?
I think I'm 41, 42.
Just now
Something like
killing Godric. Wow. Okay.
I've done literally everything in the
Have you been to
southern
Kale?
3 areas.
The red area, the Kale.
Yeah, a
one,
little
or-
bit.
Yeah,
little
that
bit.
place
Yep.
gives me the creeps.
On a
It's
related
so
note,
well
we
done.
need to we need to sue them for using the name Kale.
Right?
Kale. Kale.
We-
Yeah.
They need to be
Dude, Japanese copyright's weird. Good luck with that.
The music and just the
Global?
overall feel of that zone is so fucking well done. It's so creepy. The music is perfect with just the setting and the mood of that place.
What, the Caled Wiles?
Yeah, that whole
Yeah.
area. It's fucking amazing. Like
I'm
really,
glad
really
they did
well
that
done.
instead of a fucking swamp. I hate every swamp.
There's a
level there.
swamp. There's a
Oh,
swamp.
Oh, there's a sword.
There's
There's a swamp
definitely a
later.
swamp level
Yeah.
with like giant lobsters that try
Ah,
to fuck you in
jeez,
the
dude.
There's
ass.
every
actually a
swamp level
swamp
just
in
like-
the Kalem
There's-
area. I
there's
just
a
have not
few
walked
of
into it yet.
Did they literally call it Kalem? Like,
Yeah,
Al,
Kalem.
you need to
Kalem.
sue
Yeah.
them. Like, I'm
Speaking of
ridiculous.
Kale and speaking of D&D, why don't we jump into the session, ladies and gentlemen?
Hey, can I get a beer first?
You should definitely get a beer.
Okay.
What kind of beer, though?
I still have these like tall cans of Red Hook ESB.
Ooh.
It's like the size of like 2 of them.
I feel like you're an IPA drinker.
Oh fuck no, dude.
You're
I
not?
hate IPAs. I like dry hopped pale ales, and I like stout. I pretty much like everything except IPAs. There's a couple exceptions on IPAs that I like, but I'm just too picky about them because there's like 1,000 of them,
I
and
feel like
most of
so
them are
weird
shit.
being in this group, guys, because like you're all like have like good.
Dude, I'll drink a
palates and, like,
Modelo or a
shit. I'm
Tecate
like,
though. Fuck me, dude.
just put something in front of me
Absolutely.
and I'll eat it or drink it. Like I'm not
respect that.
picky. All right, you know, like just
pig.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
no.
I'm fucking yeah. I'm disgusting. Just you know, put it in the trough.
Same.
I'll
I'm a
fucking gobble it
degenerate.
down.
All right, I'll be right back. Let me get my beer.
I'm
I'll
a
stroke the shaft, swallow
dumpster.
the gravy.
I'm a dumpster for dry goods only. I don't like certain alcohol, certain beers, certain wines. Like I would rather skip it. Like I don't want like cheap piss beer. It makes me feel bloated and like I just tasted a bunch of crap. So the payoff isn't there. And I don't get drunk fast enough from shitty like 4.5% Coors Light crap. I hate the taste. It tastes like it's hard to explain. It tastes like bloody pennies and rust and just like metallic piss water. That's what like cheap domestic beer tastes like to me. I don't know if that's
piss water.
that's
Like
what it tastes
Natty
I
like.
can
Light, Bud
vouch.
Light, and shit.
So
Chat. I can vouch for Soma's drinking ability. He can drink almost as much as I can, and I'm bigger than him considerably.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a
That's
tank
true.
with booze, but I just like good booze. I like good drinks, good cocktails,
Yeah.
good beers, good wine.
It's-
If I'm gonna do it,
it's-
it better be good.
It's interesting because, you know, everyone's like, oh, Red Hook ESB, it's kind of like an old fashioned beer from like the 80s and 90s. Cool thing about it is it's a bitter. Nobody in America makes a bitter anymore. This is like an English style brew, you know?
I
Like,
do like bitters and sours. They're pretty good.
bitters are cool because they're dry hopped and that's where you get the bitter from, but they're not super malty and they're really smooth and easy to drink. The hilarious part is that this is the beer that people joke about in England that they drink at room temp because that's how it was designed to like hold on ships and shit like that. But I drink them cold and they're great. But Anchor Steam in America, like in San Francisco, that was designed to be like a bitter kind of without the bitter as much. So it's like more malty. But now Anchor Steam sucks ass, so fuck them.
That blows. Yeah, I haven't had an Anchor Steam in a while.
We're good like 15 years ago. Pretty awful now.
I remember liking them like a decade ago. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was proud of that beer, dude. I was like, yeah, come to San Francisco, drink at Anchor Steam, have a good time. Now I'm like, stay the fuck away from that beer.
All right. Well, let's jump into the session. Session 50. Again, raising the glass. Fucking awesome. 50 sessions in. Got a great group of dudes to play with and an amazing DM. So 50 sessions later, over a year later, here we are. Still
Goddamn.
playing. That's fucking amazing. And to make it almost every week too is really impressive. That's a feat. I'm just saying. That is not normal. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of you guys. Proud of you, Sticks. I'm excited for the final few acts of this campaign. Obviously, we're level 15. We're getting up there, and then later this year we get to enjoy a galaxy far, far away.
Far, far
with
away,
Star Wars,
free of Disney.
which is
Anyway,
gonna be great. Yeah, why don't we jump in, get a recap of last week, and then hit this session up.
oh yeah, dude, that's the sound I want to hear. Anyway, here we go. Oh man, last week, what a fucking session.
It was great.
I gotta remember how it started. Where we left off from. I think.
covered a lot of
I
ground.
remember. We covered a lot of ground, but a lot of it was gearing up for the adventures ahead. Because
True.
what we did mostly was a lot of shopping and crafting. You came back with your spoils from the invading the Obsidian Peaks and doing all that stuff. You had decided to meet with the King of the Elves and see what the fuck was going on with him and seeing if what that whole political situation was. And you found out that he's basically doing the elven equivalent in my world of dying. He's getting ready to move on to restore his soul for, I don't know, a couple hundred years before he can come back again. You also found out that Ileandra is his daughter, which is kind of wild.
That was cool.
Big lore drop.
Did you
there.
know that for a long time? Did you know that in the beginning, or did you make that up later?
I'm gonna quote J.R.R. Tolkien and say like I couldn't have written it that way in the beginning. just wouldn't have worked. Just had to kind of come together.
I like that. That's cool.
I think the best authors do that. You know, an interviewer asked Tolkien if he knew how the Lord of the Rings was going to end, and he's like, "Not when I first started writing the thing. Like, there's no fucking way." So anyway, I digress. But it was a cool moment that ended up making sense, and there it is. So that happened. He's preparing for a journey to the hidden city of the elves, their actual real last bastion, their more sacred holy capital rather than their economic and trade capital, which you guys are currently residing in. And you'll be some of the first outsiders to ever see it, which is kind of cool too.
Hell yeah.
After that, you guys, spent all of your fucking money, which is cool. You finally emptied the coffers and bought a bunch of magical items, crafted stuff from all the monsters you killed. Like, Bobby emptied the bag and just made everything, which is kind of fun. You know, I just feel like that was a really fun moment for me personally as a DM, is watching you guys take all the like monster parts and make some really cool stuff. So yeah, that was really fun. Kale's got a new sword. A bunch of people got some new armor. You have gear to outfit your generals and stuff like that. Yeah, that was a really fun moment. And then after that, Aaron made the worst possible choice in the history of mankind and read the book. So he read the Tome of Vile Darkness and is now a walking death machine. So there is that as well. And we kind of... Oh, also, Aaron finally made contact with his celestial being who is here to protect him, and bound it to this plane for 30 days. And it chose to take the form of a small girl, but maybe we'll see its true form one day. Who knows?
An even smaller girl. No.
You actually showed
An old lady.
You showed
No, I'm
it
just kidding.
last time.
Huh?
You showed it last time.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, it does more healing. That's cool.
Oh, I showed the Coatl. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. I didn't show the little girl picture. I have a
I'll
picture
ask
of
for
it.
prize
I don't
if
have
you
a
want.
token for it, though.
Jeez.
I can show you.
Oh yeah.
So he just has a creepy little ghost child following him around.
Yep.
Is she
Yeah.
like corporeal?
And also pitch black
Yes.
eyeballs now, right?
Yeah, he's like Kale, the Raven Queen, and Ilmar. They all have black eyes now. Morty, want to read the book? Join the family? Come on.
Let's just have
Come on.
everybody read the book. Let's all go evil.
Come on.
That'd be actually cool if Morty read the book.
All right, twitch my arm.
And then Mortimer gets like the worst, like
Well, it's like a
detriments and
charisma
crap.
save to like not become evil.
Yep.
Right.
So
you got
he'd be fine. Yeah.
you got a good charisma, Morty.
No.
Oh,
Oh,
he used
16.
to.
Yeah,
That's
he has
right.
like a minimal one, right? Probably as bad as Bobby's.
Yeah, dude, evil Mortimer would be hilarious. Anyway,
Okay. Well, let's kick this shit off, shall we?
yeah, where do we want to start?
I'll start. Aaron barely wakes up, and when he opens his eyes, it's so difficult. He feels run down. He has a headache. He's hearing like muttering in his head. And he sees. Is there a token for
I'm looking for it right now. I had one. I got
Zeral?
Zeral.
He sees Zeral sitting at his desk, or sitting at on this chair rather, right here, staring at him, and he kind of like gives like a weak smile as he lifts his head up, and he looks over and sees the book in the pillowcase next to him, and Aaron just kind of like puts his hand out and like pats it, and then lays back down and just closes his eyes and thinks about what he calls out to Zeral and he says, "I need you to write something down for me." And then he begins to recite. She walks over to the desk, grabs a quill and ink, and starts writing down. and he starts just reciting tidbits of information about Vecna that he has, and his eye, or not his eye, but his hand rather, and about anything he can learn about Goldwarf if he's in the book, which he actually doubts. Anything about Atropos, any knowledge that he can
Yeah,
muster.
the book has a ton of information about Atropos in it. Surprisingly, it's like the source for learning about the planetoid. If you guys need a refresher on that kind of stuff, I can tell you if you want to know.
Okay.
But yeah, let me open up the book and I'll tell you what's in there.
Sorry, say that again.
I said
What was
I
you
can open up the book and
Okay.
and tell you what's in what kind of information you would have in the book.
Yeah, and okay, well, that's fine. If there's anything about, is there anything about Vecna? I'm assuming no. If you're being vague
No,
like that.
not really.
That's fine.
But there is about Atropos.
All right, cool. Am
And
I literally learning the same stuff that you already had Al tell us?
Yeah, but it might be good for a refresher because I don't know if you guys remember, so I'll just do a little refresher on that. Let's see.
Okay.
Let me get to the page and then I will let you know.
Copy that.
Yeah, once again, it is a moonlet that is a spheroid, is 700 miles in diameter. Oh shit. Hold on. Adobe's making me sign in? You asshole. All right, give me 1 second.
Get wrecked, nerd.
I did get wrecked just now by the evil Adobe Corporation.
What's up, Crazed?
What up, Crazed?
Congrats on the move, buddy.
Yeah. It's good.
And he's essentially having Zeral write down the stuff that he's muttering out. And he kind of mutters it out like quickly and like in a sporadic manner. Like quick little bursts of speech, and then he's quiet for a minute, and then he quickly like blurts something out. It's very weird.
Nice.
Very creepy. Aaron is definitely not himself.
Just like you.
I suppose. So.
Wait.
Thanks, man.
Anytime, buddy.
Thanks, Mister.
Okay, so 700 miles in diameter.
Okay.
It's like takes up orbit just outside of the moon's orbit, like from Earth to the moon. So it would be a little smaller in the sky than the moon, but there are now like 2 moons in the sky that you can see. And it's starting to begin it has started to begin its descent. So it's getting bigger and bigger in the night sky.
But it's not as close as the moon already, is it?
I hope not.
It's about that close. It's pretty damn close. Yeah. So because you guys just hit level 15, because you guys just
it would
hit
arrive
level 15,
in like a couple days, depending on how fast
it's doing a slow descent at this point. But
because how far is the moon? 250,000 miles is the distance from the Earth to the moon.
It's a sentient object. It can go as fast as it wants. Anyway,
good point.
Don't make me read the GM notes. The rate of the fall is up to you. Okay, shut up. No, I'm just kidding.
Fair enough.
Anyway, no, it's based on where you guys hit in the level and the sign intensity. And since you guys just hit the next tier in that by hitting level 15, that means it's even closer now. So that's how it goes. The interesting thing about it is that it appears to have like a screaming mauve face, like when I showed you that picture the other week, which should still be somewhere in the chat. But yeah, so it has gotten closer. The undead have become more restless. Things that die have a higher chance of reawakening again and coming back as zombies. So, yeah, it's very, very interesting, the whole thing. And as such, it's just one of those things. Like, effectively, what you would have learned from the book. Also, there's the other thing you learned from the book Soma, is that you now have the Apocalypse from the Sky spell, which can only be learned from the Book of Vile Darkness. And that's the one that takes a 24-hour casting time. It has a 100-mile radius, and you use part of your own life force to do the ritual. You take basically 10d6 necrotic damage, and you deal 20d6 necrotic damage that can't be prevented or reduced in either way within 100 miles of you. So it's a nuke.
Wow.
And you, Kale, and the Necromancer all know this spell.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm modifying that spell for my liking, but it's effectively the same thing. But it is a 9th level slot, and you only have that 9th level slot to cast that spell. So,
Okay. And that's why you're attuned to the book.
no, it says it can only be learned via the Book of Vile Darkness. It does not say that you need to be attuned to the Book of Vile Darkness. So you always know the spell
Wow.
Hmm.
Okay.
once you've learned it.
And can I add it to my sheet or?
I will custom make it for you because I have to change it. But yes.
Okay.
Yeah, let me know too, because I didn't add it.
Yeah, I'll post it in the D&G
All right, I guess I'll
channel.
read the stupid book.
Yeah, I want a nuke. Nice. All right, hold on. Give me a second here.
But it sounds like your arm falls off when you cast it or something like that. That much necrotic damage dealt to yourself.
10d6 necrotic. Yeah, it's a lot.
Something
is a lot
something
of
falls
damage.
off of you.
There you go. I posted it in the D&D
That's a
chat.
long and never mind.
Yeah, you need to take half a Cialis
No.
to do the spell.
Cool.
There it is.
Nice.
It requires a bottle of angel tears.
Oh,
So I mean, good luck getting that. But
make that little girl cry.
Wow.
yeah, exactly.
That's,
Oh
that's
man,
hilarious.
that's fucked up. Now the spell gets even more fucked up. Jesus Christ.
It's actually
Anyway.
hilarious. Wow.
There
Cool.
it is.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Aaron just stays in bed. That's how I start the session.
We should just wait in bed till Trophus comes. Nah, that seems hard.
I
Just lay
don't
down.
want to save the world.
No, Aaron's like weak. I don't know if
Yeah.
you guys remember the rolls I had last week. I got fucked up. I kill anything that's a plant or a challenge rating 0 that comes within 10 feet of me or something like that. I have +2 to con but -2 to intelligence permanently. I have black eyes. I have invulnerability to all damage. If the book is taken 10 feet or more away from me, I go blind.
What?
Yeah.
I'm like fucked
Did
up.
you-
Yeah, and I'm
Wait, did you
and
say
I'm also
invulnerability?
Well, he has vulnerability to all
Oh,
damage.
did I say
Oh,
invulnerable?
vulnerability.
Sorry,
Yeah, I was like,
vulnerability. No, I have vulnerability to all damage. Sorry about that. Yeah, vulnerable to all. And I also have disadvantage on like skill checks, and like I'm sick. Like I'm just completely fucked up. So I had the opposite effect happen to me that happened to Kale. He got like literally bigger and jacked and became an Adonis, and was like an unstoppable knight. And I got the complete opposite. I'm like frail and sick and like stuck in bed right now. So I need the book to be ripped away from me, and I need to be exercised, I suppose you could say.
is this weird like aura that he's the power of the Raven Queen compels you? Is that aura that so let's assume Shu is like still standing out, like, or has been like hasn't given up his guard duty outside Aaron's door yet. Is that like aura that he's putting off, like something you can perceive if you're just nearby, or is it just like if you're a creature of weak constitution, you just die?
Probably feel sick when you're around him.
Interesting.
Like something just doesn't feel right.
Okay, so Shu's moved his position down the hallway, and he's sitting with anybody passing by might notice that he's sitting with his hand on the hilt of his one of his daggers now. Just kind of staring daggers or staring his own eye daggers at the door.
Nice.
Where is she? I don't see her icon.
Yeah, I don't see your icon either.
Are you on the lower floor or something?
I
Hold on.
don't know.
No, you're in your room. He's in
Yeah.
his-
Let's see.
Oh,
Oh,
there it is.
so I would be like right
What?
here. Well, like right there.
Right here.
Nice.
I
Nice.
think Bobbity would get out of bed and go check on Aaron since he hasn't left his room for what 11 days at this point.
Is it that long? It's like it's a week, right? How long
It was,
you been in
only-
there?
it was like 6 days.
Oh, okay, 6 days. I thought it was 10 for some reason.
Well, it was
Oh.
like 10 because I was doing it like the slow way.
Mm,
He like, read it nonstop.
got it. Okay. Well, it's been a week, so I'm gonna check on Aaron. I'm gonna knock on his door. Aaron, are you there?
You don't hear anything. Aaron is like in a deep sleep right now.
Hmm.
Shu, if you turn and look at Shu, if you happen to catch his eyes, Shu just grimly shakes his head at you. No words.
I'm gonna go get Kale.
Kale.
Kale's just in his room. All right.
Yeah, Kale's just
knock
in his room.
knock. Kale.
Yes.
Hello.
It's time. I think Aaron's had the book for long enough.
I mean, how I broke it was a simple act, but it has to be a choice he makes. It's not like I have no other way of doing it other than that.
We can't just take it from him.
I mean, I don't know if it'd be detrimental or not.
Hmm. Regardless, a conversation needs to be had with him.
Well, that's are all pictures. Awesome, by the way. Sorry.
Have you talked to him within the?
Yeah, briefly, and I met Zorail.
Is that the creepy child I've been hearing about?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go speak with Aaron and see if what he thinks about at least getting the book away from him.
I'm with you. I'm not saying that I'm opposed to this. Of course, I think it's a good idea to get it away from him. If taking it away could do something negative to Aaron, perhaps we have to think of a different way. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like I don't think
Can we
I don't think we can. I think it has to be a choice.
Can we get him to write a check to an orphanage or something?
Check?
Does that count?
I mean,
Wow. Wow.
Do it
Yeah,
from
the
a
elves
distance.
work in checks, by the way. Just so you know.
Long elven tradition.
Get
Or
Aaron
NASCAR
to write
checks.
a
we
IOU.
just sign it ourselves and show it to the book and be like,
Yeah,
this is totally
exactly.
Aaron's signature.
Dude, remember when people used to have pimp ass checkbooks? Like they used to have really
Yes.
cool, personalized ones.
Yeah, I was just about to
Yes.
make a joke about what an elvish checkbook would look like. It'd be like fine leather and it'd be like gold trimmed and shit. It would smell nice.
Get out your
Hmm.
fucking checkbook. All right.
My dad used to have NASCAR ones when I was a kid.
Hell yeah.
He had Tony Stewart on there.
Get her
Hell
done.
Oh no, now Soma's gonna sing his country song again.
Dude, I
Get
love
her
Country
down.
Soma.
Get her
Country
down.
Soma is great.
Let me
That's really-
tell you about a thing called get her done. Get her done. All right, anyway, let's do this. Let's do this. Get her.
Oh, I needed that. That was good. That was good for my soul.
My problem is that Aaron seems too weak to even get out of bed. How is he supposed to commit good if he can't even leave?
Well, I think it's either commit good or not commit acts of evil.
Hmm.
You could just isolate him for like 10 days, and it
So
would
we
just like wear off. Yeah.
lock him in there for a while, and eventually the book would be like, he's not doing evil things.
I'm gonna leave.
I am going to find someone that will do evil things.
Like the Ring of Power.
Wait, the book will leave?
Well, no, it'll just not be bound to him,
Okay.
and it'll start calling out to things that might have similar ideas as it does.
Hmm. That is worrisome.
Yes.
Well, okay. How do we keep him from leaving?
Well, I think he's doing a pretty good job of that currently on his own, which is why I've been willing to leave him there for now.
I see.
You know what's really fucked up? You guys just take the book away so he's blind and can't see, and then you just like.
I mean,
won't
do I
lie
know that in game?
crossed my mind, but I don't.
I guess you don't know that
No
in
one
game,
knows,
but
not even Aaron
Yeah.
yet.
We would
that's
have to,
fucking
like-
hilarious. Though it's like he can't leave because he can't see.
Just fucking blind him. It's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody knows that.
Not even Aaron yet. No, sir. All right. What you guys gonna do?
Hmm. So we need. Well, we need a guard of sorts.
The thing is, he's rather impetuous in ways. I told him not to read the book, so he read the book. So I feel like telling him he can't leave, he'll try to leave.
So we don't tell him.
Yes, I mean, just, he seems to be weak. The book has certain effects that it does on people.
Are we talking about books?
Yes.
Oh, I love books. What books are we talking about?
One in particular.
Oh, which one?
The book,
Understand.
the
There's
book that I
literally
read.
endless amounts of books.
Remember when we went to that church where you were there?
Yes.
And
That
I,
church?
Yes.
yeah,
I don't think I was there. Was that when I was in
No,
the,
it was sort of a brother thing.
in the
Kale was
hills?
really creepy. He's putting candles out at the time.
It must have been when I was in the hills.
No.
yes, it was when you were in the hills.
Ah.
Anyway, Aaron read the book.
Oh, wonderful. So he's a edgelord just like you were, or what?
He's more like an invalid, actually.
Oh. All right.
Did not have the same.
He can't even get out of bed.
Oh. Well,
I mean, that's not
might be
a
his
bad
time.
thing.
No, I'm playing.
It's probably for the best. Let's be honest.
Yeah, so what? Do we need to get the book away from him? What's the problem here? Why are you guys reading this book if it's so terrible?
I keep
Because
asking myself
There are
this, Mortimer.
secrets in it.
What secrets did you gain? Candle magic?
I go over all the Atropol stuff that I found out, and the minor things on how to make liches and death knights and
Death
Oh, you should tell me more about
weapons.
the lich behavior here.
Yeah, I'm going to want to talk about more of that later.
Yes.
But
All right, so what? We're just going to go punch him and take it away? Like, what's the problem here?
Yeah.
I don't
can't
think
take
we
it
have to
by
do anything.
force.
What do you mean
We
we can't take
just-
it by force? Care's literally enormous. Look at him.
Well, okay, yes, we can take it.
All right, what's the
I
problem?
could take it. The problem is that won't solve our problem.
What do you
It
mean?
needs to be willingly removed, I guess.
Willingly removed?
He needs to be the one to decide to not want it anymore.
Well, we could this is out of game. We could do like a scientific experiments on what what it means good. Like, hey,
Yeah.
Aaron, get me that glass of water. Is getting me a glass of water like an act of good?
Don't
See,
tell me.
I was gonna say outside a game that this mechanic of the book is really dumb because you could just be like, your hair looks nice. Okay, the book has no hold over you anymore.
Yeah,
So you just complimented somebody. It's like, come on. Anyway, I digress.
Well, Kale
Good
and
to
I were
know.
just discussing just keeping him in the house, but not telling him he has to stay. Just making it seem normal that he's staying here for as long as it takes. My problem is how do we get him to not read the book while we're waiting for that?
I mean, he's already read the book. He's
But if he reads it, if he keeps reading it, do we have to
no,
wait
no.
longer?
I've read the whole thing.
It doesn't
It
work
doesn't
that
just
way.
like keep going. Okay.
No, I mean, you could like look at it to recall knowledge or something like that.
Okay.
But it's not like, you know, it extends the period of time.
Right.
You know, the book's eventually going to get tired of Aaron. He's more of a goody two shoes than I am, and you know, it got tired of me.
Fair point.
I'm not, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I think it's good that he's a good person.
Well, can we all make an agreement nobody else is going to read this goddamn book? 2 people now know the secrets of it. Do 3 of us need to know the secrets?
I feel like it's kind of a family tradition.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, look at our mother. Her eyes look like my eyes. The Raven Queen has dark eyes, right?
It's just
Probably a family
face-palmed right
heirloom.
now.
Mortimer, you should read this book.
No, Mortimer.
Oh, yes,
no.
this sounds like a great idea. I'll be in bed and
Oh,
scared.
jeez.
Maybe put a candle out. That sounds wonderful. No, no, no. So, what are we going to do? Sit around, grab some
Well,
I
we
think we
can't
start-
stay here.
chairs,
think
tell
we
them you
start
talk to them.
planning
Like, what's
the,
the plan here?
Start planning the trip with the king, correct?
Well, we're not going to take him with us, which is fucking dying.
No, but we should like get everything ready for that.
So we're just
And
going to
then
ignore
say,
this?
like-
We're just like, all right, it'll solve itself.
Then in 10 days we'll go on the trip.
We just leave him here?
I mean,
He's
you're
not coming with us.
the magical person here. Do you know of a way to separate him from the book without hurting Aaron?
Wait, I mean, what happened? What do we have to do to you? I forgot.
Oh, I gave a hungry man food.
Oh, we just have to make him do something good.
Yes.
Oh, this is easy. Oh, this is fun. This is good. All right.
You can't get out of bed, keep in mind.
All right, I got this. You ready? You ready? Watch this.
Uh,
Oh,
Aaron's here.
oh,
Let's get some food. I'll yell at the servants to make me some food. Make me a plate of food.
Native food shows up.
Thank you. I was rude. All right.
No, they they show up, they bring you a plate of food, and then they like bow and disappear because they're
All right.
ghosts.
I go up to Aaron's room and I shoo Bobbity and Kale to stand off to the side where like they can't be seen from the doorway.
What kind of food is on the plate?
I guess
What
like,
were you
I guess,
thinking?
like the morning, like breakfast, I suppose, like breakfast food, eggs, bacon, yada,
Okay.
etc.
breakfast sausages. Aaron loves those.
Oh, yeah.
Those big, thick sauce.
Especially like from like desert places like Wasset.
Yeah.
Mm.
And if
Okay,
they're
so I
attached to
just-
the shoe.
is this door locked?
I like them dripping with juice too.
God damn it.
What? Just
His
grilled wet
sausage is the
sausage.
best. to
Juicy
Is this
eat.
door locked right
sausage.
here?
Alright.
Bedroom
What?
door locked.
No.
Okay, so I walk in. Go ahead and knock. Aaron!
When you knock, the door opens up, and you see. Can you show the picture of Zeral again? Selma?
Dakota Fanning? Sure.
Yeah, Dakota Fanning in Shatterkai form. Um,
Can you
Yeah,
explain
so-
again who this is?
So this is the form that his celestial ally that he is bound to this plane has decided to take. Though I don't think anybody in the party knows that. I mean, Kale knows because he has divine sense, and so he knows that she's celestial.
Didn't she show her true form to him?
She did.
To
Yeah.
Kale, yes,
Do you
because
want
she
to show
sensed
what they look like? So the version that we have
it
has
looks a little different. It looks more raveny.
exactly with a raven's beak and like beautiful black purplish feathers.
Yeah,
Showing
and yeah, exactly. So it looks like a raveny feathered serpent, basically.
yeah, that's flying. It's like a long serpent that's flying in the sky.
But when you
Or
open the
hovering.
door, you see this small You know what she looks like, Mortimer, is like what Runan used to look like one of those that race.
Shatterkai.
Yeah, Shatterkai. So in a small version, she is one of the people of the Raven Queen. These are like holy among the elves. They're like the chosen people and shit, or they were at one point. It's complicated. Anyway, she shows up and opens the door and says, "How may I help you? My master is resting right now."
I don't think I've met her before. Sorry, your master?
Yes,
I'm looking for Aaron. Is he in there?
yes, he
Okay,
is
yeah.
resting.
I'm just gonna come in here. I'm gonna like stick my foot in the door. I'm just gonna get in
She
here
lets
and
you pass. Yeah.
bring some breakfast in.
You look at Aaron, and he is like pale as a sheet. His eyes are black like Kale's, like no pupils, and they're just black all the way through. And he's like, you know what I'm imagining he looks like? He looks like Geralt in the Witcher TV series when he drinks like a decoction or some shit. He's like fucking like pale and looks awful. The flowers
can
that
see
were
my
next to
veins
his
and shit.
bed, yeah, exactly.
Purple
Like,
veins. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And the flowers that were next to his bed are just dead.
And you feel slightly nauseous a little bit being close.
And
to
as you go up to the bed, the food on the plate starts rotting.
Ew.
Oh.
This is going to be easy.
Aaron, doing all right there, buddy? Pal?
You hear Aaron sort of whisper, but you can't really hear what he's saying, but his lips are moving and his eyes are still closed.
Should I get a look closer? Okay. I'll lean in.
And you hear Aaron say,
Oh, yes.
and
water,
you look
okay.
close at his lips, and his lips are chapped and dry, and it looks and they're split, and there's like dried blood in the splits because he's so dried out and so thirsty. He hasn't had water in probably, I don't know, a day and a half.
At least a day or two, yeah, exactly.
And Zeral, she has no idea. She's just sitting there staring. She's not even thinking that this guy needs to be fed and watered. She's just doing what she's told, watching over him.
Yeah, I imagine I have some sort of parchment on the drink. I on the tray. I hand it to Aaron. I'll feed it to him. There you are. Good, Aaron. Drink all that up.
Yeah, Aaron starts to like lick his lips, and you see the blood sort of get wet on the cuts in his lip. And Aaron's eyes open, and he turns his head to look at you, and his eyes are pure black.
Mortimer, make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh,
Jesus.
Jeeba.
All right. You are able to stay where you're at, but you feel like a pang of nausea sweep over you.
All right. Here
And Aaron
comes my.
says, "Thank you, Mortimer. I'm so thirsty and hungry. I don't feel very well. Did you bring me some food?" And then he kind of like shuts his eyes and like takes a deep breath.
I did.
Yeah, when you present the plate to him, it's just like mold and like black. It smells like death.
What happened? And he just kind of like stares at the plate.
Oh, it's fine. I'll go get more.
Mortimer, make an flat intelligence roll right now for me.
Okay.
All right. So you can now deduce with your wizardy brain of yours that something about Aaron is making the food die when you bring it close to him. This is about the time you like look at the moldy plate, you look at the flowers on his bed, and you're like, okay, this guy's killing anything that comes near him. This is not, you can think whatever you want about it, but that's what you deduce.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna go get you some food real quick. I'm gonna wrap my arm around the young girl. Come with me. And I'm gonna
Yeah.
walk.
You hear Aaron weakly say, "Thank you, brother," as you head out the room.
Yeah, the girl follows you and she says, she looks up at you and she says, Can I help you?
Well, can you? Do you have any magic? What are you again? You're some sort of angel being? Is that what you are?
He
I'll
nods.
signal for Bobby and then come in.
Probably looks in and sees this creepy little child.
And
don't be
Doctor
worried.
Strange having a conversation.
It's fine. She's helpful, maybe. Right, so I was gonna like fall and be like, "Oh no, Aaron, I fell. Can you help me up?" And that was gonna be it. But
That was your plan.
that was my plan. Yes, I was like, "Oh, you helped me
The
up. You're
little
such
girl's like shaking her head and staring at the
such a good guy."
Mortimer.
I have an idea, though. I have an idea. Are you ready for this?
Mortimer, no.
I just need to make sure.
How is he?
Oh, he's not. No, he's dying. He's terrible. Food. He
What?
can't even eat food. Yeah, no, rotted. Look at this trade. We're just rotted. He's awful. No, 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 no. Oh, God, no. Gee.
I'm gonna go look.
It's just a plate of moldy and like, stale food.
I'm gonna use plant growth on the plant next to him.
As soon as it grows again, it dies immediately.
You hear Bobbity gasp so loud. Exactly. Walks out with the plant. He killed it. Or
Interesting.
it died when it was near him? I made
Well-
it regrow, but
I killed natural light. Now he
Didn't
kills
kill
plants.
plants
So,
and food.
right.
So how about this for an idea?
When are we going to do animal testing? Let's be real about this. No, just-
We could
Yeah, I could
we
summon-
could simulate a scenario
All
where,
right.
say, one of our lives is threatened by something, and Aaron comes into this room and saves us.
Hey, Bobby, did you shut the door?
Hmm?
Did you shut the door? Or are we just saying this in front of him?
Aaron's like not even paying attention. He's
yeah,
I
he's
definitely didn't
catatonic,
shut the
man.
door, but
It's
I
like-
assume he wasn't.
All
even
right,
watching.
so that could work. My next idea was I was gonna like make a wall of fire around me and be like, Aaron, no, the necromancers captured me, help. But I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. Kind of like faux good, you know? Not really actually doing good.
Do you want to be in danger?
Why don't we just go find some poor kids? Just make Aaron give them money or something.
Can I test something before we allow anybody near him?
Oh, I have a wonderful idea. No, this is good. Okay, hang on. This is easy. You guys do this. I'll be back. We're just gonna run off.
I'm gonna summon something small, like just some crows or something. And I'm gonna stand.
as soon as they get within 10 feet, if their
Yeah,
challenge
well-
rating 0 or lower, they die.
Yeah, so 0? Jesus.
Yep.
Wait a minute. What just happened?
Okay, so I'm gonna summon these crows and send them one at a time at
Six?
Aaron.
What challenge rating are they? Hold on.
They're gonna be
Probably like 1/4.
A quarter, yeah.
Yeah, they all die as soon as they get
As
within
soon as
10
they
feet of
fly
Aaron.
Within
into the
10
room, they
feet.
die.
Okay.
Yeah.
He has a barrier or something around him, Kale. Of death.
I'll go in, go to the end of the bed,
Okay.
like within 10 feet.
Okay.
And whenever you come, are you wearing your armor when you come walking in? Or are you just like in regular clothes in the house?
Probably regular clothes.
Okay. Well, I hear your heavy steps, and Aaron opens his eyes and he kind of leans up on the pillow and looks at Kale. Hello, brother.
Hello.
I'm not
You
feeling.
enjoy your new knowledge?
Aaron says, I hope I learned something of value. I feel like I've learned so much, but some of it's been lost. Did you have voices in your head after? Just sort of scrambled thoughts?
Yes.
It makes it hard to remember. I've been having, let's just say my new friend write down some gibberings that I've been able to remember as the knowledge comes to me. But I don't feel right, brother. Something's wrong. I'm so hungry and thirsty, but I noticed a plate of rotted food in Mortimer's tray. What does this mean? And Aaron kind of like takes like a labored breath and like lays back down and like rests his head and like just looks up at Kale.
The magic of the book affects us all differently. I could only assume made me stronger and made you weaker.
Honestly, I think the book made me heartier and stronger. That's why I'm still alive. I think had the book not changed me, I'd be dead already.
May I see it?
Of course, brother. And he gestures to the book.
Well, I'll pick it up. Like go over to like the window, like open it up, which is
As soon as you take the book all the way to the window, Aaron jolts up, and he kind of like makes a shout, and he says, "I'm blind," and he like freaks
What?
out, and he's like clutching at his face, and he's freaking out, and he doesn't understand.
Cal run backs over.
As soon as you're running back, Aaron throws his hands down and looks at Kale, and he says, "That was odd. I was blind, but I can see again. Do me a favor. Go back to the window." And Aaron just watches Kale walk away. And as you get about a foot or two from the desk, the lights go out again for Aaron, and Aaron states that he's blind. And he says, do me a favor, take a large step forward. And as you get just, 9-10 feet away, my vision snaps back on. Like a black fog, quickly dissipating to the corners of my vision. And I can see you again. Well, that's not good.
Oh, God.
It's disconcerting, at least. You're more tied to this book than I was.
Now what? As I look at Kale.
So, how far of a radius is it before Aaron starts killing shit?
10 feet.
10 feet.
Well, Sticks, I want Morty to have teleported into town, grabbed the first homeless street urchin kid,
Oh
And-
no, dude.
and have grabbed him and teleported back and been like, Are you homeless? You want a house? All right, come with me."
Oh my
Where are you
God.
teleporting in?
I mean, back into like
Mortimer becomes
room.
the master of the book right now. Just kidding. Okay.
I imagine I like teleport and I'm like walking back. I'm like, all right, little Johnny. Gonna go meet the master of the house here. He's gonna let you live here. All right, come on.
Bobbity takes a step forward. No.
Oh, this is Jonathan. He'd love a house.
No.
No, Aaron's gonna let him live here.
Mortimer, he has
Jonathan
a
looks
radius.
strangely like Thrumbo Sweetwater from another universe.
You're gonna have to be the one to look Jonathan in the eyes and tell him he can't live here, Bobbity.
Little Johnny?
Jonathan, you can live here, but you're not going to kill him, Mortimer.
What? What are you talking? I'm not going to kill
If
this
he
child.
even gets close to Aaron.
How close?
10 feet, give or take, by my exploding crows. So
All right.
The child immediately turns around and runs out of the
yes, good. Good.
He runs past Shu, and Shu just doesn't even like react to it. They just watches him go and is like, smart kid.
Mortimer, Mortimer, you cannot grab children off the street.
This is amazing.
He said he wanted a home.
No.
Oh, this is
What do you
great.
mean? Listen,
Mortimer.
We could have stood with a line where the crows were, and we could be like, "Hey, Aaron, this is Johnny. Can he live here? He needs a home." And we could be like, "Yeah." And then he would have lived here. Then boom, we're done. But you would have told him about the crows.
Okay.
Johnny, come back. Johnny. Run after the child.
We need a plan, Kale.
Kale puts the book down. I have a plan. I need to talk to Shu about it.
Please tell me it doesn't involve getting children killed.
No, I want you to be as mad at me as you could possibly be, to the point where you're literally beating the shit out of me and possibly killing me in the other room. And I'll call Aaron for help, and hopefully he comes and helps me. And if not, then, you just make it real as we can.
Why am I mad at you?
I mean, pick a reason.
All right, then. Go spend some time warming him up, and I'll come storming in. Try not to fight back too hard. I like my face in the order that it's in now.
I don't have my armor on or my weapon.
All right.
I'll go back in, and I think like Kale just like talking about like, well, like kind of saying, how do I want to play this? Like just like we need to like we need to figure some how to solve this. You clearly made a bad decision. I told you that this wasn't a wise move. Of course, it was your choice, but still, weren't really thinking too clearly there, were you?
What he lacks in wisdom, he makes up for in death aura, though. So
Yeah.
So smart.
Aaron just kind of, just shrugs and like shakes his head and kind of looks down.
Just I've been having it out with stupid Shu who's been sitting outside of your door like a lost puppy.
I think right as that happens, Shu like smashes through the door, and he's like, "Lost puppy! I'll fucking show you, lost puppy!" And like jumps right, like basically like jumps up and starts like hooks an arm around Kale's neck and just starts like throwing haymakers at his face.
Aaron just stares and he says, "What the hell are you two doing? Quit fooling around." And just kind of like sits up in bed and just kind of stares at him.
Gotta make it real.
Gotta make it real.
Roll to hit.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
you're not wearing your armor,
I'm
though,
not wearing
Kale.
my armor.
So what does he have, like a fucking...
Damn!
Oh, Jesus.
Nice. Good job, Shu.
Yeah.
You slap him vigorously.
Like pull a knife out. Like I meant like go ham.
Okay, hold on.
Kale grabs your fucking wrist.
Yeah,
Fuck
like I
off.
pull you in close. Fucking stab me, you idiot.
Oh, damn it. There you go, 19.
Deception?
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying
Make
to
it
sell
look
it, right? I'm acting.
Okay. It's a 19
Wouldn't
plus
it be
0.
performance then?
Ooh.
Hey there.
It depends
roll a
what you're
deception
trying
roll.
to do.
What do I need to roll?
I mean, I'm not acting to a willing audience. I'm trying to sell something
Be,
that's not actually
uh,
happening.
That's
Insight,
true, that's
right?
true.
It would be insight. 100% it would be insight. I'm trying to tell if they're being genuine or not.
Do I still have the book on me?
The hell? Did that not connect?
No,
No, it did.
This came through.
16, you fail.
Why didn't I see that on D&D Beyond? That was weird.
I don't know, but I see it in roll 20.
Yeah, it's here.
Okay.
So you rolled a 16 versus a 22 and a 19, which means you believe that whatever thing they are doing is genuine.
Aaron
You believe the show.
raises his voice and he says, enough of this. Stop. And he kind of like starts to stand up weakly, and he's continues to stare at them.
Shu reaches into his waistband and pulls his dagger out and is like, you've led us into one death trap after a fucking another, you idiot. And now you talk to me like this? When you think I can't fucking hear you?
Well, you're
You
fucking
almost got your
useless.
brother killed.
You're all useless. Of course.
He's like this because of you, you fucking failure.
Oh.
I didn't think of anything to say because it's so brutal.
Aaron stands up, and I use thaumaturgy, and all the candles and the fire goes out in the room, and it gets dark, and Aaron sort of raises up, gathering shadows, and in a deep voice he says, "Enough!" And he looks to Zeral and he says, "Zeral, stop them." And now Zeral is about to do Zeral shit.
Oh shit.
And Aaron sort of weakly grasps the side of the bed and like falls down to his knees after he uses thaumaturgy.
I'm not trying to rob you.
Exactly.
Literally.
Roll to stab me, damn it, Shu. Fucking get it in there.
Okay, if Zeral's gonna do Zeral shit, then
Before we-
the
before we
little
carry on,
girl
Can
turns
I ask
into
a very
this.
important question?
Oh,
Yes.
How long would it have taken Morty to find a stray dog?
Oh.
Jesus Christ! It's the Elven City, so I don't know how many stray dogs there actually would be.
All right, well, Morty's out
How
on the
long?
street.
How long to catch the dog? That's the
While Mortimer's trying to do all these fucking things, like Aaron's gonna like be free of the book by the time they show
Yeah.
up. Anyway, he's just gonna show up with a random dog and be like, "Guys, I have another idea." It's like Jesus. All right. So, Shu, I'm assuming you're in the room with Kale, right?
yeah.
Yep, I'm like grappled to Kale, basically. I'm like
the
right next to
little
him.
girl stands up from the chair and turns into this. And
What in the fuck?
yeah.
This thing is pretty badass.
Yeah. It's a feathered serpent that looks very ravenish. It's got like the head of a raven and the wings of a raven and the body of like a serpent almost, and it's flying, sort of hovering off the ground. Let's see what I want it to do. Are you commanding it to intervene, basically?
It can interpret how I said stop them, however
It wants.
she wants. It wants.
Kills us both.
No, I don't think it's that strong. Jesus.
Yeah, I know. It'd be funny.
Fucking one shots him.
I think it's gonna try and grab Shu because you have the knife. So it's gonna like come at you and try to wrap you in its serpentine body.
Okay.
Let's see if this.
Like it's making an
hits.
attack.
Yeah, it's gonna make an attack to try and constrict you, and it's gonna fail. So what's gonna happen is it's gonna come at you and try and like envelop you. How do you get out of that?
It comes at me. I like so I'm like basically wrapped around like I basically had a knife at the throat, at Kale's throat.
Right.
And when this thing comes towards me, I basically spin around. Like I was like face to face with Kale, and Shu like basically like spins around him, and then I put my foot, like my arm is still wrapped around his neck, but I put my foot into Kale's back and kick him towards the snake thing.
And then you stab him.
And
Fucking
then you
stab me in the back.
kiss,
It's
And
all
then
good. I
everyone
love it.
farted.
Now kiss. All right.
Now Kith.
All right. I think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on right now. This is complicated. So you dodge out of the way, and this thing starts kind of like trying to put itself between you and Kale. It's trying to get in between you guys. Is what I think it's trying to do.
Shu's got the knife pointed at Kale, still like arm out held or like outstretched with his knife pointed at Kale. And he's watching.
All right.
He's
So
he's watching
deceptively, I'm running
Aaron.
into the knife and scream, "Why? You're fucking stabbing me now. What the fuck is wrong with you?"
I think Shu's gonna try.
Aaron, help me.
Holy shit! That
Kale
was
being
a
helpless is a weird sight, man.
that was a
Aaron,
deception roll.
Whenever you say "help me," Aaron starts to get up to his feet, and he says, "Shu, my friend, that's enough." And that's like his last ditch effort to get Shu to relax.
The Coatl casts detect thoughts.
Ooh, nice.
So
Oh, shit.
At will.
the
spell.
surface thoughts, because of your deception, the surface thoughts are what they are. Because I think the passive insight on this motherfucker is it's got a 20 wisdom. Yeah, and the passive definitely below what you guys rolled, obviously.
Sure.
But it is going to try and really figure out what you're about. So I need both Shu and Kale. Well, no, it's just Shu because you can only target one person. Fuck me. Or no, any one creature I can see. So I think Shu, since it tried to grab you, it's gonna choose you. So I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
You get my bonus, Shu.
Wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom, and you get a +5 or 6
Plus 6.
because Kale.
Sick. Shu focuses hard on moments that he has felt frustrated with Kale.
So it's a
16?
16?
No, it's
17.
it's
17.
whatever.
It's a 17.
Yeah, but it's whatever this is because I'm wasting a luck die because I didn't pass, right?
No, you did.
Oh, I did? Okay.
Because, well, no, because your roll does not take into account Kale's aura,
Oh, okay.
which gives you +6, which is a 17. You need to beat 14.
Oh, nice. Okay, I thought 20
So-
was the DC. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Nice.
So it tries to probe deeper to figure out your meaning, and it can't tell. So, yeah, you're fooling everybody in the room, you two.
All it sees is Shu's memories of Kale like running into situations or like kicking open doors and shit like that, and just like
Even though that was really crazed and not Kale. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Okay.
I guess there's some situations, yeah. And and she was just like focusing on that. I think naturally because he's trying to act with that feeling, but
You're
it
being
sees
a method
anything-
actor right now, okay?
that's what it
Let's be
sees. Yeah.
real. I love it.
So Kale's gonna like fall backwards and pull Shu onto him.
Nice.
And yeah.
Yes,
Aaron,
Maybe
I
you
need
guys
you.
fall
Help
on the
me.
bed. Fall on the bed.
Yeah.
and kiss and grope a little bit. Can we get some kissing and
My
groping
pants fall
for our
off?
Yowie fans in the
Just a
crowd?
little to the left. A little to the left.
for our Yowie viewers, all two of them, like
Aaron
this is for you.
musters up all his strength and he just spear charges Shu to try to help Kale.
Okay.
The
And
moment
and he, like,
Shu sees Aaron coming towards him, he throws the knife so that it sticks into the wall. Like he throws the knife away from himself towards the wall.
And do you just accept Aaron's loving embrace, which is what everybody wants in the chat? Dying
Nice.
Force and Shu got
Sharon.
introduced. Yeah, Sharon, dude, ship it. Ship it.
It's so stupid.
This is amazing.
It's amazing and so dumb.
Oh yeah,
I love
it's
it.
everything.
I love
It's
it.
all of it
It's
wrapped into
hilarious.
one.
it's so
This might be
great
my
and
favorite
stupid.
moment in the campaign right now. By the
Yeah.
way, I'm
This
just
is awesome.
Yeah,
What I
this
love is
great.
crazy in the chat being like, fuck him up, Shu. Tell me how you really feel about my character, bro.
Of course, Craze like kill him and then steal his shit.
Craze is like oil him up while you tackle him.
Get him all greasy.
Give him a
Yeah.
gladiator handshake and then shank him. Wear his face.
Give him a gladiator handshake, grease him up, and then kill him. and then take his stuff.
And then do
That's
whatever
like
you got to do.
crazy in a nutshell. We love you, buddy. We're glad you're here. Anyway, so you actually try to tackle Shu, right?
Yes.
Shu, are you gonna let him just? Are you just gonna take, Goldberg spearing you and jackhammering
exactly
you into
what
the
I'm
floor?
She was gonna try and dodge in a way that like catches or redirects Aaron's momentum.
Iron therapy with the old callback. Where his face?
No.
Ah, God damn it.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Abner.
Oh, long time viewer, first time caller. So I'm sorry, I was distracted. Are you just gonna let him just tackle you?
No, I'm gonna try and dodge out of the way in a way that like redirects his momentum.
Okay. Fuck. How are we gonna do this then? I don't know if I have. Do I just make Aaron make a melee attack then?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I
just
guess you make an unarmed attack or a grapple check. I guess. Yeah, it would
It's
be
just a
more of
f-
a grapple
It's
check.
just a flat d20.
Okay. Versus what? Shu's acrobatics.
No, question. Are you taking it, but you don't want to take any damage? Is that what you're doing? Or
He's dodging.
Yeah,
out
I
of the
just
way.
I'm just like dodging out of the way. Yeah, I don't
Alright.
want anybody to get hurt.
happy?
Because we should do a grapple check then. Like, Aaron, you try to grapple him, and he can use an escape check to try and get out of it.
Yeah.
How do I get my
Do I need to
D&D
do?
Beyond
Do I need to roll a
dice
check?
to show up?
Try to. I mean, simple like the right. Just reload it.
You try turning it on and off again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to your
The
Beyond,
IT department. Did you try turning it off and on again?
go to your Beyond 20 extension and see if you have D&D Beyond's digital dice enabled.
Damn.
Should be like
Technical
the third
difficulties.
option.
Big brain motherfucker.
I will acapella the elevator music if I have to.
It's not turned
Please
off.
hold, chat.
Hmm.
Pause, champ. I'm pretty sure I put pause, champ in our BTTV emotes.
I don't know what's going on with it. It's weird. Well, that's. Oh, there we go. I got it figured out. I had to go back into my character sheet from the My Characters Collections screen.
Beam Papija.
Bam, now I got it. Interesting. Figured it out.
Yeah,
All right.
see, we got pause, champ. We're good.
Let's
Oh, there we go.
do it. Here we go.
All right, Aaron. It's time for you to
Run into the desk. Yeah.
it's time for you to smash some fuckers. Okay, let's go.
Where's the book right now? On
Who
Kale?
has the book? Kale has it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like to set the scene for anyone who's really confused by all the homoerotic wrestling action that's going on in the room. Basically Kale and Shu are pretending to wrestle over the book to get Aaron to try and do a good act of stopping the violence to break him free from the book, if I'm not mistaken. That's
a
the
good act of
the meta.
violence. I love that. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
A good act of violence. It's gonna work. The book loves this shit. The book is like,
you start hearing it
more.
speaking the ring incantation in black speech in your mind, you know.
This is the exact shit the ring wants.
Okay, anyway.
Shit.
Whoa.
That was spooky.
Cool.
I know the whole thing. Don't make me
Nice.
flash my nerd card.
That's
Anyway, so yeah, I guess Soma make a grapple attack. So I forget how the shit works in 5th edition.
I don't know how to do that. You gotta tell me.
Let me find out real quick. Thank you, Google. This episode's sponsored by Googling the rules. It's a special attack. So we haven't used grapple in like 10 levels, chat, so don't think I'm a fucking total noob here. Okay? I guess what you do is that's not what I was looking for, you son of a bitch. Give me one sec. Holding. Pause, champ.
Hi, Bisha. Bisha, come here.
So yeah, how's Bisha doing while I read this thing?
Bisha's doing real good. Come here, Bisha.
Okay, so you have to make an athletics check contested by Shu using athletics or acrobatics.
Oh, baby, are you fucked?
Pretty much.
There's a cool plus 16 on this roll, just so you know.
Yeah, so he can't fail.
Shit.
And I rolled an
So-
18, so.
Yeah, so
Oh
oh my
my
god.
God.
So basically, you just fucking matador this guy.
Run into the desk.
Yeah, Aaron like tackles the chair and is like crumpled in a heap in the desk.
And
I think Shu does a
Aaron's
neat
sort-
leap over Aaron, like literally like puts, as Aaron's coming in, Shu like pre-jumps ahead of time and like puts a hand flat on his shoulder as he sort of like jackknifes through the air and then lands behind him, like neatly behind him.
And as you do that, Aaron is crashing into the desk, trips, and falls this way. And as Aaron falls, he gets, let's say, he falls right here. He gets 10 feet away from Kale.
I think that's through a wall, so you can't.
All right, Kale, move right here.
That's a toilet in the hallway.
Yeah,
He
You
there
can't
you go.
fall into that.
He crashes into the desk
Yeah.
and then falls this way. And as he falls, he goes blind because he falls away from the book. And he throws up a hand in panic and casts Eldritch Blast. A full-on blast from his hand. And he
Okay,
just
but you do it
points
at disadvantage because you're blind.
100%. I'm not even aiming at anyone. I'm just shooting it. I have no idea. It's a
Yeah,
panic
you're
thing.
you're Cyclops and you
It's
took
like
off
you're
your
like
glasses.
an orgy.
I got
You can't
dude.
see because it's
Yeah.
dark and there's too many bodies, and you're just shooting it wherever.
No, so
Yeah.
Aaron thinks that Shu is trying to kill Kale. He just missed trying to tackle Shu. He doesn't know if Shu is trying to kill Kale right now. And as he
Guys.
falls, he's blind, panicked, and just his hand flies out, and a full-on Eldritch Blast flies out of his hand as he falls down to the ground and goes, and he's prone.
So what chat needs to understand is that their makeup sex is going to be outrageous. So-
God damn it.
Yeah.
Game
Truly,
chat.
truly outrageous. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, all of these hit me so far.
Not attacking Kale though.
He said indiscriminately. He said he doesn't even know. He's just shooting it out.
Yeah.
Everyone does.
Yeah, but then we have to we really got to do some shit, to figure that
Gotta
out.
make them blind fire.
Yeah, roll like a D2 on each one.
D3?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess.
We're a D3, so
Yeah.
it's like 1 is Shu, 2 is Kale, or you do a D4 actually. 1 and 2 is Shu, 3 is Kale, and 4 is a miss. Complete miss. And then if anyone gets hit, they take the full damage,
One would be the.
which is 31. Force.
One would be your celestial servant, who's also.
Oh, there you go. So, but still a D4. So, Shu, Zeral, Kale, 4 is a miss. It just goes wild and I don't know, hits this and this mantelpiece falls down.
I think Shu and the celestial cannot be hit by that 17 at all.
Yep.
Just
Sweet.
AC.
All right, so just in general, then it's a 22 and a 23.
And you
18
gotta
force.
see who you're targeting. Yeah, just
And this is a 10-foot pushback.
just roll
as well.
roll a D3 for those 2 attacks that are 22s and shit. Kale, what's your AC without armor?
Is it
13.
slash R?
Jesus
there we go.
fucking Christ.
It was a
Yeah.
2.
All right, so what did you say 1 and 2 and all that shit were?
I mean, I said Shu is 1, I'm 2.
There you go.
Okay, so you definitely get hit for 9 damage on one of them, Kale.
And
Roll
you go,
again.
and you actually blast through the door too, and you go 10 feet back, and you hit the fireplace.
Oh,
Jesus.
what in the
I mean,
hell?
how much fire damage am I taking here?
No, you hit
None.
you hit the corner of it. Your
Worse.
back hits the mantle, which probably hurts.
Yeah,
Your
so
butt
roll
will
another
warm.
D6 for damage then, because you're getting blasted into a
You wanna roll
fucking-
that
We call
D6?
the medieval. Heat
No,
suit.
Al, yeah, I guess Aaron, you're rolling it. So Soma, roll a D6.
Boom!
Jesus.
24 damage in total.
Big numbers, big numbers.
Actually, kind of hefty.
Kale just gets annihilated.
Poor
Just gets
Kale,
Kamehameha out of the room.
Blind shot gets thrown through a door into the fireplace.
Hadoken straight
And
into the roof.
Aaron is blind and he gets up and he's got his hand out in front of his face and he's trying to make his way.
You're like crawling on the ground.
Yeah, he's trying to make his way
patting
to
your
the
hands
bed
on
so
the
he can sit on the bed where he knows it's safe.
What about the other spells that they didn't hit me?
No, he's saying they all hit you.
Oh,
Like
okay.
he fired randomly and all of them just fucking laid into you. And you
So I'm
got
taking all that
blasted into
damage.
the other room. Yeah.
He's taking
18.
13 too? No,
Yeah, yeah.
17 didn't hit.
Yeah, it does because he's not in his
So,
armor.
yeah, it hits me.
His
Oh,
AC is like 11
shit.
right now. Yeah, so he just got
Shit.
absolutely
okay.
destroyed.
So you take 37 damage in total.
Yikes.
So take 13 more. That's crazy. 127. Yeah.
Yeah. I got to minus that 2 from earlier.
Oh yeah.
When the plan backfires. Oh shit.
No, this is great.
Quite literally in this case. You just got backfired into a fireplace, bro. Like,
And
Jesus.
Aaron crawls and like bumps his way onto the bed.
To
and
be
just-
fair, this is like when, you know, Colossus gets like fucking thrown into a wall by the Juggernaut because you guys are like level 15 at this point.
At
so
this-
you're just
okay.
like, yeah.
Also, at
Okay.
this point,
It sucks, but it's
doesn't
not gonna
Bobbity
kill you.
see Bobbity's sitting here at the door and he just sees Kale
Kale
fly
fly
through the
through
door
the door.
and hit the fireplace, and Mortimer's down the hall and he can see this shit too because that
Well,
door's open.
Mortimer's in town.
Bobbity knows
chasing a
what
stray
the
dog.
plan
Oh,
is, to be
Morty's gone.
fair.
Okay, Morty's
Yeah.
gone.
I ran into
Right.
town to find a stray dog.
Bobbity knows what the plan was. He's kind of standing here wondering if he's supposed to intervene at this point.
No, Kale
or-
gets up. He has the book. He like casually tosses the book onto the sofa over here.
Just throw it in the
All-
fire. Just be like, fuck this.
All
thing,
according
man.
to plan. All according to plan.
Uh,
He gets up.
Just as I thought.
dusts himself off.
off. Yeah, dusts himself off.
How rapidly did Kale recover? Like when you did the good deed, how fast does the stuff go
It was
away?
immediate.
It's immediate.
Okay.
So Aaron, as soon as you get into bed, your vision starts clearing up, which you're not expecting, you know, because you're
Aaron
blind,
got
so you're not expecting
both
anything.
herpes.
But you know, fair enough. But your vision starts clearing up. Shu, you notice that his skin starts getting more color in it. Like he's not as pale as he was.
Oh shit.
His eyes stay black, but yeah. Also,
I can't believe that fucking worked.
God damn. Sorry about that.
Bless you.
Oof.
I mean, you committed a good act by like fucking
Trying to
trying to keep your friends. Yeah, exactly. Trying to keep your friends from killing each other. Trying to protect your brother, but you actually blasted him.
So am I unattuned to
You know,
the book?
tough love. Right? You are unattuned to the book, so anything that comes with the attunement, you no longer possess. Anything that is permanent from the book, you keep.
I don't even have it on me. Kale has it now, right?
Yeah,
It's on
it's on the
Correct.
couch.
It's
It's on the couch. Nobody is in possession of it.
It's next to me.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna
And now
take it out of
Bobbity
my-
starts to hear
Yeah,
his
Bobbity,
master's
Bobbity
call.
takes it,
Feel
goes
the
to read it.
So I took it out of my
It's
my bag.
master's call.
Now,
Anyway,
Sticks, the important question is, how long would it have taken Morty to find a pack of wild dogs and bring them back?
In the
God
Elven
damn
City, an eternity. Such
Okay,
things do
one
not
dog.
exist in this town.
One dog.
Elves
One-
don't like dogs. They just
One
you know,
stray
they don't.
animal.
That's my lore.
You find a
Just kidding.
squirrel.
It's just
You
how
find
are
a squirrel. Yeah, that would be funny as fuck. I don't know, Morty. I'm gonna have to answer that question after I come back from the bathroom because I gotta piss like a racehorse.
Do
So we're gonna
Go
have to
piss,
take a
Queen.
commercial break, sponsored by whatever Soma says next. Bye.
I can't
Um,
believe that worked.
All right.
That's one way to do it.
Do you guys need a quick break or?
That wouldn't hurt.
I mean, we might as well do it right now.
All right, let's come
Be
back.
five.
Let's come back in 6 minutes at 8:35.
What?
All right. See you guys in 6 minutes. Bye.
Cool.
Hello. We are back from break. Let's say hello to the boys, shall we? Boys.
There's no
Thrust
Hello.
deeply. Oh God.
Oh god.
Hello.
Excellent timing. I was just reciting the Yowie fanfic that is sure to show up from this episode. Shu unsheaths his blade and thrusts deeply
No.
into Kale.
Oh, Kale. Okay. Some maybe.
I thought you said it was big. Wait, what?
Is it in yet?
I can't feel you shift.
My
Anyway.
turn.
Okay.
Kale summons his great
All right,
sword.
that's okay. Okay. All right, let's play. Okay.
We are playing.
Mortimer reveals his elder staff.
Wrinkled and gnarled.
Twisted to the left.
Takes
ever
his
so
staff of
slightly.
dominance and puts it in his stranglethorn
A
veil.
smooth upward curve on his oak wood.
No. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was awful. I was gonna say it was good, but it was like a good awful. An awful good.
I
Good
think
enough.
Monka
Mix,
W
yeah.
sums that up really well.
Yeah. A car accident, you can't look away, kind of a thing, you know?
Yeah.
All right. Well, if I don't get banned in the next 5 minutes, we can continue on with the session.
All of that sexual content just happened in Minecraft specifically. I want
Or
Twitch
Roblox.
mods or Roblox, yeah, or GTA.
Sorry, everyone. I do apologize. So
I
happy
mean,
my-
that's some pretty standard Soma's Twitch
that's
channel
true.
right there.
That's true. That's pretty classic shit.
Yeah.
Any of
All
our
right.
OG
That being
DayZ
said-
viewers.
Yeah, you're right.
That was
All right.
fucking tame. Anyway.
All right, let's do this.
All right. So now what happens? Kale is like ass first into a fireplace. Bobbity just watched you fly through a door.
Well, I said I got up, I dusted myself off. Bob to take the book.
Okay.
I think as soon as Jesus.
Sorry.
As soon as-
Right here, as soon as I grab it.
As soon as Shu realizes that Aaron is like, the weirdness aura around him has dissipated, he goes to grab the book, like goes to stab it with the knife actually.
Ooh. And
We're
throw it in the
stabbing
fire.
books now?
Like doesn't want to pick it up, like literally he stabs the knife into the book and then like holding the knife, not touching the book, like whips it into flicks it so that it lands in the fire.
Nice.
You just ripped it out of Bobbity's hands. Rude.
Yeah.
Now, what feral animal do I return with?
Oh, Jesus. Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
a raccoon, but you also lost 25 hit points.
Then you have rabies now.
Yeah.
I have a sickness that cannot be healed by good deeds alone.
Fucking right. Your mother should have sent you to a fucking reformatory.
Well, my mother left me in an orphanage, so
That explains a
Kind of
lot.
did, so fuck you.
He said that explains a lot.
God
That
damn.
explains a lot. Oh, that was a perfect
Mortimer
fucking
immediately
response.
cries and starts listening to goth music in his room.
No. Oh, that was good. Ah.
Oh, Jesus.
cut my life into pieces.
Somehow that's the
Hearing
second
Papa
time.
Roach from Mortimer.
I would
Second time in my day that
understand.
song has come up, and I really
Well,
I can't
feel like
hate it.
if Mortimer would listen, it's like, some radio, like, I'm a creep, right? Like,
Depressing Radiohead. He'd be listening to The Cure or something. Depeche Mode.
He strikes me as a Morrissey guy for sure.
Once the book flies into the fire, Aaron sort of stops feeling nauseous all of a sudden, and he kind of just quickly lays down, and he just kind of like looks himself over, and he's
Wait, did the book actually get thrown in the fire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I
I
guess you
stabbed
could
and flicked
resist
into the
him,
fire.
Bobbity.
No, it's up to
Stabbed
you. If
with
you want to
the
throw it into the
knife?
fire,
I
I
would
just missed
say-
that part. If you did that, that's fine. Like, It's
I mean, out of game. My only problem with that is like, doesn't the book just reappear somewhere else? Isn't just some
in like
baddie gonna
100
grab
years.
it?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
it
takes a long
while.
fucking
Okay.
time. Yeah,
Well,
you're
Yeah,
effectively
I'll just like Kale's just like I'll
eliminating
just
it.
find it in 100 years. Like,
And not only that, yeah, Kale couldn't even say that properly because it doesn't show up in the same spot. It shows
Yeah.
up randomly in one of
Right.
Vecna's vaults
Okay.
in the
Yeah.
multiverse.
Yep.
Like it's you've effectively, like, if you want to think about it
was a
statistically, have
copy anyway.
removed it from this planet.
Okay.
I mean,
It
this
hits
is
the
this
fire
is
and,
the
like-
burning
copy.
the nuclear launch.
This is just
No,
the
it
copy.
burns like a regular book, but
Yeah.
it's just
Isn't
gone.
So we're
this-
just like,
isn't this
this
just a copy,
horrible
though?
weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
just
Yeah,
get
this
rid
is
of it.
just a copy, but the copies also show up again.
Right,
Like they don't
right.
get eliminated forever either.
I
Right.
doubt the original is even on this plane.
Yeah, it's
How many
probably
copies
wherever
are there?
Greyhawk is. Earth. That's what that place is called. Hilariously enough.
Really?
How many copies are there? There are only
Yeah.
6 accurate true copies, but
Wow.
none of
Oh,
you
wow.
know that.
6
So,
copies and then an original, so 7.
yes, and then there are a bunch more incomplete copies that have false information and aren't actually the real deal.
Got it.
Interesting.
All right.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
So to all
yeah.
my little web DMs out there, you can use that.
Aaron sort of looks at himself, and then he looks up and he sees Shu standing
Okay,
next to
wow.
Zeral. And Aaron says, "What the hell were you doing? Why would you try to hurt Kale?"
Kale walks in. His eyes go purple for a moment. Leon hands himself, healing all of his injuries. Well, we had to get you to separate yourself from the book somehow.
Something had to bring you to your fucking senses.
The audience claps and both of you bow as the curtains swoop in front of you.
Also, next time I say stab me, fucking stab me.
You should be so lucky.
Aaron just looks at you both, and he's like, "You fucking assholes! I almost killed you, Kale."
No, you didn't.
Kale laughs. Nothing
you
can
know,
kill
You're not
me.
in your armor. I just threw you into the fucking fireplace. And he gets out of bed and he like kind of hobbles over and like looks at the
Kale's
door
not-
up and down. It's broken. Walks
Yeah.
over and he sees like a small piece of the edge of the mantle here actually
There's probably
broke
had some
off
blood. Yeah.
and some blood. And Aaron just shakes his head and like walks and he says, "I need rest. I still don't feel very well. But please, can someone bring me some food, some water?" And he gets
course.
back in the bed. And he's like completely spent. He looks pale, but way healthier, way different. And he seems kind of like himself, but he's just kind of out of it. He's a little scatterbrained. And he lays down.
All right. When Shu leaves there, I whisper to Mortimer and Shu.
I'm not
so
there yet.
when you're gonna
That's still
you're
a
gonna
He's
say,
finding a squirrel or something.
oh, sorry. I mean, Bobbity and Shu.
Mm.
When Mortimer gets back, we send Mortimer in with whatever weird fucking thing he found and the food, and we just close them both in there and see what happens.
Why do we keep letting him in here?
I mean, he's his brother.
Yeah, well,
Kind of owns the house with us.
Yeah, this is his house too.
So is he good now?
Yes, right. The plane worked.
The coatl turns back into the little girl.
That was quite impressive of Shu to throw you through that door.
No, that was Aaron.
Oh,
No,
don't think- that wasn't part of the plan, was it?
I mean, he could have cast other spells that would have been worse. So,
That's
I'll take what I can get.
Yeah, he's still standing. So
Yeah, no. You can see, like, my clothes are like where the holes were. I'm not even bleeding anymore.
yeah.
Thanks,
Bobbity
rival.
Bobbity would definitely look you over.
No,
Thanks,
no.
rival. Now I have Elton John stuck in my head. Appreciate that. Anyway,
No,
go
I'm
ahead.
fine.
Well, it looks like we don't have to worry about the book anymore, as Bobbity points to the fireplace.
Well, easy come, easy go, I guess, right?
Let's hope we got what we needed out of it.
and you said that just burns like a regular book. It's not like making some weird sort of like
It's just screaming.
screamy, melty kind of thing.
Maybe a loud hiss as it heats up.
Yeah, I'm glad someone else made that noise.
Sweet.
Just kidding. No, I think it just acts like a regular book when you throw it in. It just burns. Maybe the smoke smells fouler for a moment, like you threw
Like sulfur.
yeah, or like rotting meat being thrown into a
Ugh.
Yuckers.
Gross, you know?
Maybe both. Sulfur and rotting meat mixed together in a nose cocktail, tantalizing the senses in a
Yeah,
disgusting
Kale's
way.
gonna leave. That
Stings
smells
the
so
Okay.
bad.
nostrils.
Okay, dude.
Stings the nostrils, yes.
Bobity's just gonna be double sure and plant growth his plant back and put it next to him.
The plant is still there.
Oh,
It
good.
does not die.
Good.
Nice.
And Bobity's
Instead, turns into a mini jungle and starts taking over the entire room.
Yep, that was the plan. See you later.
Bobby's like, fuck civilization.
Down with the patriarchy.
And the plantriarchy.
Rise, my plant brethren.
Hey, that's Bobity's
So
nickname.
Mortimer, when do you show back up in the house?
I don't know. You tell me what wild animal I found.
Jesus
You
Christ.
found like a squirrel, and it's just hanging around.
He
you.
did find a squirrel. Oh, that's
I have a
awesome.
squirrel on like a rope leash. Gentlemen, I have solved our problem. I come running
Yes.
in to.
You should
to-
immediately go show that to Aaron.
Yes, of course. I'll run in.
Oh God.
Aaron,
That poor squirrel.
Aaron.
Yes. What is it,
Listen.
Morty? And Aaron kind of like gets up in bed really quick, like
Oh no!
Just think
Stay
something's
there.
wrong.
Stay there. No, you can't move any closer.
Aaron kind of stops moving and just stares at Mortimer and cocks an eyebrow.
Oh, I have this nice little homeless friend right here, and he needs a home. Would you be so good and kind as to give my good squirrel friend and allow him to live in this house?
Did you just say your girlfriend? He needs a place to sleep.
No,
in the
squirrel.
house?
My squirrel. See, I will pull. Look, he's a little squirrel.
He can stay here if he needs.
Ha! Ha! Excellent. I have done it. Look,
But-
are you already feeling better? I see.
Can I meet him? Where
Oh
is
yes,
he?
of course. Wait. Do you still have that book?
No. What the hell are
Oh
you
my God,
doing?
I'm a genius.
Shu kind of sidles up behind Morty and is just like, "Hey, you did it, brother! Congratulations! You fucking solved the problem."
I shall name him Nutters. Nutters, get over there. I'll loose his leash. What happens when I loose his leash?
And Aaron's like, "Oh,
Squirrel,
you're
like-
talking about the squirrel? Oh,
The squirrel bolts for a window.
I definitely closed the door. I closed the
I
door.
thought you said you wanted me to meet your girlfriend,
What?
Mortimer.
No. Ew, women?
I wanted to meet him. You said never
What?
mind.
Him? What?
Yeah, I'm just
No.
using your words. I'm sorry.
No, it's a squirrel.
He picks
No.
up the squirrel and like
People are
pets the
gross.
squirrel. He like pets the squirrel and like nuzzles the squirrel, like nuzzles him. Ah. I must say, this therapy animal is quite nice, Morty. I feel much better. Well done.
Yes, of course. I knew this would fix it.
And
Listen to
Aaron
me, Shu.
looks at Shu and like gives him like a little wink, like. I don't even think
Listen.
Morty knows the book is burned, right?
No.
No.
No, he
I'm
was
not
out
yet.
of the house.
Perfect. I love it.
All right, I'll let you rest up. Enjoy your new housemate. See that, Kale? I get
Yeah.
things done.
I never doubted you, brother.
Mm-hmm.
That was so
Kale
good.
comes
Oh,
in,
fuck that guy, am I right?
hands yeah.
Aaron
Kale
looks up
hands
when
Shu a
Kale
plate
walks
of
in.
food, a platter of food, and leaves.
She looks up and says, "Oh, Mortimer, at least he tried."
Shu says that, or Aaron does?
Aaron, sorry.
Shu's my character.
No, he says to Shu. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, not every day you get to burn a fucking evil book.
You threw it in the
Not gonna-
fire. Well done.
Yeah, where it belongs. Anyway, not gonna fucking dally here and anyway, Happy to see that you're back to yourself. I'll be outside if you need anything.
Just
And
leave the
Shu,
food, and thank you for not killing my brother. And then he like gives you a wave as
but you know
you
I
walk
could
in.
have, right? If I wanted to, I could have.
Aaron just stares at him with his black eyes and gives like a weak smile, and then just starts to eat. He looks down. He's like, he doesn't know.
I want to say there was like enough food on there for like 2 people.
Aw.
Shu awkwardly, like he's almost out the door, and then he turns and he's like, "Oh right," and strides back across the room and pulls the knife from the wall, and slides it back into the sheath, and then sort of wordlessly strides out.
Kale is actually shipping Sharon. This is getting out of control.
Aaron eats about half of the food, and he's stuffed to the gourd and just passes out with the food tray next to him in bed.
I'd like
And
to
Aaron
say like
sleeps for like 12 hours.
I like to say that like when you wake up, there's like a carafe of like water and like more food like on your nightstand.
Okay. What do you guys do during the 12 hours? Just
I
rest,
I
or-
sew my clothes because there's holes in them now, and yeah,
You're doing that? You're servants. You're the worst rich person I've ever met, dude.
and I try to get rid of. I try to find a way to get rid of Nutters if he's running around the house.
He's
More
trying to
nutters.
bust the
Morty
nut.
said he was homeless, dude. Come on, man.
Just a fucking
He can
I
live
said
in a
he-
tree
I-
outside, okay? Get the
Aaron,
fuck out of my
Aaron
house.
said, "Of course he can live here." Come on.
All right. I guess
Everyone
I don't
Except
say
deserves
the
a
that.
guy
fair
who signs
shot.
the rent check is named Kale. So just
There's no
Yeah.
rent.
that.
Come on.
I'm just kidding, dude.
There's no
Gotta pay
Elvish
that
property
mortgage that
tax.
Ilmar owes, okay?
Yeah. Now that I've spent all my gold, there should be rent. Right.
Exactly.
All right.
Money sink.
Wahoo.
Well, let's move on past
Crazed
this.
has been in a bath
during-
the
during the-
entire time. So
During the 12 hours, I
Sorry.
think I think Shu would
Crazy's
ask.
exploring the city.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. No. Craze is out on an errand. I think actually like before all this went down during the week that we lost Aaron to his room, the rest of the party may have noticed that I hate to use this because they are kind of both actually thieves, but Aaron and Victor have become pretty thick as thieves like since the shootout.
Yeah.
You may have caught them like in passing, like sort of whispering together in like corners and stuff like that, as though they're developing something. So more to come on that. But
Whenever Kale sees that, he like finds like a task for Victor to have to go do. He'll be like, Victor, I really need you to go do this thing. And then I'll be like, Shoo, you should check on Aaron.
and
Or an acapella group, I bet.
yeah, there you go. That's
Hey
what it is.
man, Shu is just looking for his life partner, okay?
Yeah, I know. But it's going to be Aaron. It's not going to be fucking Victor, all right? It's not, I got
Separate him.
Kale's got to look out for his brother, all right?
I'm shipping Schichter.
Schecter.
Well, actually, in the next step of this Shu dating
Or
simulator
Lou?
that we're running here, Shu actually during the 12 hours Aaron was
Schecter,
asleep
dude.
would have asked Bobbity if he Shu has a weird feeling that Bobbity has some kind of insight, would have more insight into like the moon. So Shu
Yeah.
asks Bobbity if he wants to go out and sit and observe the new second moon.
She's a
Closely.
little. Oh, he's
Bobbity.
getting all right.
Always. That's my favorite activity.
Yas.
And Shu not knowing much about astrology, but suddenly being very not astronomy. Sorry, not astrology. Astronomy is suddenly very interested in the practice and would be asking Bobbity, as many functional questions as he could about like what effect something like this might have on the planet and on the way things work in the physical world here.
Yeah, I think Bobbity would give Shu all the information he's asking for. Bobbity has like all these little crystal discs or glass discs with the constellations like carved into them. He would get those out and like
Nice.
start having you study them and teaching you about all the different constellations and all that. And about all the Atropos effects, because Bobbity is aware of that, right? Sticks.
Yes. You
Yeah.
are. Kale told you.
Yeah, anything Kale knows, Bobbity knows.
Cool. So we got a hot day with the king or what?
Yeah.
The Elf King, right?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Is there anything else you guys want to do in the week before that, or now's kind of your last chance?
Aaron,
Society around you.
Aaron straight up just rests, gets his health back. He feels stronger than ever because my constitution score went up by 2. And the intelligence from 12 to 10, Aaron feels the same, but he's just a little, I don't know. He's his head is in the clouds, you know, he's just a little spaced out. Like whenever if he's not partaking in a conversation and you see him just sitting there, you see him kind of just like staring off into space. And once you start engaging with him though, he's with it and he's fine and he's the same old Aaron, but he's just he's kind of a space cadet now. But he's okay. He's still like the same nice good guy. Now that he's not infected from the book.
To blow off steam throughout the week, I talked to Craze about this for just a second, I think. But at one point, Victor and Shu realized that when they take dishes from the pantry or like from the kitchen room, they just get automatically replenished from some unknown source. So they've been taking giant stacks of dishes out to the roof and just doing like pull for each other, like and target practicing. Like we're talking hundreds of dishes, like shattered all over one corner.
The dishes don't get replenished. Look, Kale has to buy those. He's yeah. I'll say like what happened is like I've noticed they were like dishes were missing, and I'm minus 50 gold.
We thought you had some kind of incantation that was just making them.
No, I have servants that go and make food for us. I pay for the groceries. I pay for the cleaning supplies. I pay for the plates.
Yeah, magic doesn't necessarily work exactly like that, Shu. Can't just make plates. God.
Can't just make
Oh
plates.
man.
My bad, but honestly, if it makes you feel any better, watch this. And he like picks one up and just throws it, and then while it's in the air, draws his bow and hits it, just like shatters it perfectly in the air.
That's
pretty fucking good, right?
That's a 10 silver piece plate. I don't think you understand. I get the crest, the Helkin crest, it's deliberately etched on them.
I know. I've been aiming for it. It really helps me dial my eye in, you know, tracking them as they in flight. Anyway, sorry.
If you had things of your own, I would smash them right now. But you have nothing. Good day.
Oh.
Damn.
Mean.
What the fuck?
I have a one fight over you, bitch.
This is when Shu starts like eyeing the Helkin crest on fucking Kale's armor. He's like, "Ooh, I could hit all those motherfuckers."
Easy.
Paint me a target, why don't you? Anyway.
Just one thing. My Beholder Eye Shield makes all of our long rests an hour longer.
Oh, interesting.
Wait,
like for the whole group or for you?
Hours?
If you're within 30 feet of me.
Oh, no,
because of my shield. So because of my Beholder shield.
Yeah.
The eye is constantly like watching us. So all long rests within 30 feet of me take an extra hour.
Because it's creepy.
Because
Okay.
it's
Just creep
creep.
the
Because it's
fuck out.
just watching us.
Big Brother's watching
So,
you.
just by the way.
All right. Well, Aaron walks into the dining room and he sits down, and he's looking healthy. He's looking like his old self, and he sits down and he looks at everyone and says good morning and just starts eating. And he says, "I suppose we're going to see something I've wanted to see all my life. I've read about it, but it's going to be exciting, yes?" And Aaron just kind of looks down and starts eating.
I just like to think that it's going to be just like a forest that I've seen before. And that way, if it's something better, I'm pleasantly surprised.
Just any forest, though. An elvish
Yeah,
forest.
it's just crappy forest, you know.
I don't know. Elvish forests are pretty nice.
How many days will it take to get there?
Do
I
you
don't-
know where it is?
I suppose no. And
Well,
Aaron just kind of shrugs. It's like a dumb question because 10 intelligence now, which is still good. It's 10 and it's good, right?
10's average.
I feel like it's
average.
good.
10's
Yes.
average.
10's average.
Ability
human
scores
intelligence.
So higher
explained.
than Donald Trump, but like lower than Stephen Hawking. You know what I
10
mean?
to 11
that's a
intelligence.
really
Knows
wide
what they
scale.
need to know to get by.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, you know stuff.
You average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I ask you to do pre-calc homework, you're gonna be fucked. Like that's all
exactly.
there is to it.
And I think God damn it. Here's the crazy
Man.
thing.
You're still suffering from that? Mine was over like last week. How the fuck are you so allergic still?
I don't think you guys understand. I've said this many times and I'll say it again. I sneeze 20 to 40 times a day
Oh
every
my
day,
god.
and I have since I was a kid. I sneeze daily. I can sneeze in a fucking vacuum sealed room. I can sneeze in a soundproof room. I can sneeze in the shower. I can sneeze in the kitchen. In all seasons, I can sneeze anywhere. I always
Okay, Dr.
sneeze.
Seuss, what's the point?
I sneeze
you have
constantly, no matter what. No matter what
A
the
super
environment, no matter
sensitive
what
sneeze
you're...
reflex and no gag reflex. I see how it works. There it is.
Dude, I gag if I brush my fucking tongue too fucking far. My gag reflex is on point. Hell yeah. See that popsicle right here? Zoomed in on the stream. This
Oh,
dude
God.
is sucking a popsicle. If I put that popsicle down my throat, I would choke on it.
I gotta
That
stop
is
setting
a
him.
feather, sir.
Why is there a popsicle on this map?
Sir, that is a feather in a knight's helmet. I'm gonna need you to relax.
Oh, I see.
Why is
what
it so cold in this house all the time?
I have an,
Sir, this is a
Okay.
Wendy's.
All right.
I have an important
The,
alchemy question. Can
sub-icon
Bobbity
is
formulate?
a popsicle, just to let you know. The sub-icon
Can-
is a popsicle.
Can
It is the
Bobbity
shape.
formulate
Deep.
stat boosting popsicles instead of stat boosting potions?
I like that.
An
Get out
ice
of here.
lolly.
How are we gonna? How am I just gonna carry around ice?
Shape water.
Somebody's got magic.
Oh, I have shape water. You're right.
You can just fucking have a fucking ice
You're
box.
thinking ahead. There we go.
Yes, sir. Punks
And we have
Tommy.
infinite
Thanks,
water.
brother.
Shit.
87 months. Thanks, man.
Shake. Yeah.
Can you freeze water?
Cheers,
Does
punks.
shape water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shape water? Yeah, you can freeze it.
Only a little bit of it though. Like a 5. Oh, it's a 5-foot cube. That's pretty nice.
Anyway, Aaron says, well, why don't we eat and head out, yes? And Aaron's all decked out. He has his staff. He's looking maybe slightly pale still, but he's getting back to normal.
So, when we go to this new elf city, what of our allies amassing in Dragonfall?
We'll see them soon enough, I suppose.
Are they going to be allowed to join us?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to say. So with the intelligence going down to 10, Aaron has been a reader his entire life. That's why he has all this knowledge. But I decided the overall weakness, the thing that has happened to Aaron, and how I'm going to justify the -2 while still RPing the character the same, is that the Book of Vile Darkness is the last book that Aaron is ever going to read. He's not inspired to read anymore. That's the that's what happened to him.
That's actually kind of sad.
Book made me stupid.
And he's a half
So
elf,
you're-
so he's gonna live a long time. He's never gonna read a book again.
It's like fuck.
Aaron's
So
like,
he's
no,
just,
Aaron
he's
is
just Gen
like,
Z now. Is that what you're
he's-
talking about?
it's-
He's just a Zoomer now.
It's a zoomer now.
it's not that he's like consciously saying fuck reading. He's just has no desire anymore. He just doesn't want to look down at a book, and he wants to, risk his life adventuring instead.
He wants to send texts and Snapchats.
That's right.
He wants
And
pictures,
TikToks.
not words.
You used to scrawl me and you felt home.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
That's
Anyway.
That was
pretty good.
quick.
I think someone talked about this, right? You talked about how like you thought you could get on like American Idol, but you'd be like one of the first people out.
Exactly. I'd be the first dude out. No one would remember me in the season, and I would, fade out. Unfortunately.
Or you'd be Clay Aiken.
Yep.
When was
Yeah.
who was the
So-
last like famous person to come from American Idol though?
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
Clay Aiken.
Clay Aiken.
Clay
I don't know.
Aiken.
I don't know.
Adam
Kelly
Lambert was
Clarkson? I
after
don't know.
Clay Aiken.
Oh,
Why do you
okay.
know that?
Adam
Because
Lambert
it's
was
a
on
long
Adam
story.
Lambert.
I've worked in a lot of restaurants, and when something as culturally popular as American Idol shows up and their music starts playing on your music when you're in shitty restaurants, yeah, you're like, who the fuck is this guy? And then someone's like, oh, it's this dude. He's from American Idol. And you're like, oh, I hear the song everywhere. Fuck me. That's how.
Hmm.
I wish I had a better story than that, but I don't. So you're just gonna have to work with me.
You know
I know,
what?
it's
Well,
fine. I
I
was
like
easy.
that
good
story.
try.
So.
That was
I
good.
smiled a little bit.
Yeah, that was, good effort.
Hey,
My
I do
stomach
what I
kind
can.
of like twitched.
Way
I
to
was
go,
like,
champ.
Pat on the back.
I threw up in my mouth.
One of my favorite lines ever is
That's the appropriate response.
You guys ever seen Bo Burnham? You ever watched
Yeah.
his like comedy
Yeah.
or whatever?
Yeah.
Inside, yeah, Inside's incredible.
I've watched
I haven't
all
seen
his
Inside.
stuff.
I saw Make Happy.
You
but in
haven't
Make
seen his
Happy, he has-
newest pandemic special?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I highly recommend watching that. It's excellent.
Yeah. Saving it for a
You-
rainy day.
You should really watch that.
Okay, I will. But my favorite line is like the end when he's like the show is done. He's like, I hope you laughed or at least you exhaled out the front of your nose. It's just like, all right, yeah, he gets it.
Indeed.
Oh,
Let's go march off to see the king, shall we? Let's do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you walk us
Oh, the
there,
king.
Mr.
What does
Sticks?
that? What does that look like? Are we? It's just us going, or are we like? Do we have like a?
We're going with the king and like his entourage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do
We're
we
going
have
like
an? Is there
concubine.
like a Helton or a Hellcan like processional or something
Yeah,
like
is
that?
there
Ooh.
like two entourages clashing to see who's the coolest gang in town? Or
Where the-
No,
what are we
because
doing?
you said like everybody left. So like all of our people were like,
Everybody's in
oh
Dragonfall
no,
at this
we're
point.
not going to
Oh
hang out
shit!
here.
By this point, Valerie would probably be coming back to the estate
Yeah.
to live there, recover.
Al's girlfriend's here.
It's my cousin.
Cousin, but that's
Weird.
okay.
Hey, it's medieval times.
No, my
True.
girlfriend's the Genasi,
That's
who
right.
I don't know where she is.
She's
Where
Before
is she?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
before we leave,
Oh,
Yeah.
Bobbity is going to ask the group if they want him, if we want to use. So, one of the items I made when we made all the items was the guard for 101 years. Do we want to put that here for
Plan it?
Joran?
What does that do? Like it's just
So
like
it's let me find it in the.
It's like they guard a location of
It's
your
a
choice
summon
for
a
100
spectator
years.
to guard a location for 101 years. I don't know what the stats or anything are, but we're leaving presumably for X amount of time. I'm just concerned Joran's here by himself. I mean, he can
And he
take care
has
of
the hand
himself,
of
but
Vecna.
still, he has the hand of Vecna.
dude, I'm just saying.
Valerie's
I'm just
gonna
saying.
be here.
What if Joran put the hand of Vecna on?
I'm concerned. to
What
say
if
the
we
least
had to
about that.
fight Joran as a sub boss later, and he somehow was tracking down the eye of Vecna, and dude, that'd
Already
be
has
amazing.
it.
I'm just saying, that'd be fucking sick.
Well,
Anyway,
that a concern?
let's continue on. Sorry.
But so Bobbity is going to ask the group if we want to use this now and put it here, so at least something is here to defend if something
It
were
will
to go
swear its fealty
Yeah.
to Joran. And then when Joran does become Vecna or whatever,
wrong. It'll
we
fucking
have to like
kill him.
fight its like Death Knight version and shit. and, like,
Oh,
Mm.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Dude, and Kale gets to have like that Anakin and like Kenobi scene where he's like,
aw,
"You're supposed
You
to
were the
lead us from the
chosen
dark."
one. Yeah, I don't want to quote the whole thing.
Anakin. All right. Anyway,
So do we want to use this here or nah?
sure. Yeah, dude, let's do the Joran thing. I love it.
I brought peace and security to my republic.
Empire.
Yeah, my empire, but you know.
Okay, so I guess we would meet outside, and I would get Joran out here too.
Yeah, we'd have the carriage ready too. So like after you do this, we could roll.
Yeah. I don't even know what this looks like. It's like 4 eye stalks mixed into this, I guess, weird seed of some sort, right? To summon this thing.
Excuse me?
Like what do these 4 eye stalks get made into to summon this thing? That's my question.
That's kind of up to you, bruh.
There you go.
Shit. Okay,
Use your
well,
I'm
imagination.
just the DM. I don't tell you what to
well,
do.
I imagine they're all combined into some weird amalgamous ball at this point, and I'm gonna kind of bury it in the ground and say some sort of incantation, and
Fondle your nuts for mama. Is that what you're gonna do?
yeah.
There you go.
And
Oh, honey.
I
Remember
guess
that?
the
Does anyone remember that
spectator
skit? No one? Okay.
What
spectral
are you
guard
talking about?
comes in front of us.
Fondle your nuts, Adam Sandler, famous ass skit from years ago.
Oh, yeah, the cock and balls.
Cock and balls. You guys don't remember that?
I do.
Come on,
That
yeah.
album. I used to listen to that at summer camp.
Fucking
I would go to
amazing.
summer
Yeah,
camp.
that was.
What the hell happened to me or whatever?
Yeah, that was a
one's called?
huge thing when I
So
was
good.
like in high school. That was like a hilarious thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's fun. It's funny. I'm with you, dude.
thank you. God damn it.
It's like the
Alright.
one where it's like, can you tell me if these people are working out or having sex? It's
Yeah,
so
it was a
funny.
great album. Yeah.
There's so many funny ones. The Hanukkah song is from that.
Yeah,
Anyway,
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
all right. What the hell were we doing? You
We're
guys
summoning
We're
this
leaving to
weird
go see
spectral
the-
knight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you got to summon the spectral knights. Well, what
Yeah.
do you think they look like, Bobbity, when you summon these?
Ooh.
In my eyes, it's some blue see-through like knight in heavy armor and a big sword and a big shield. That's just
Cool.
what I see it as.
Someone's been playing some Elden Ring.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's
Exactly.
all that's in my
Relax,
head.
okay.
Exactly. God,
Big
I can't wait
knights,
to play
big
it later.
armor with giant swords.
Yeah, like a giant two-hander, just in one hand.
Okay, calm down. We had the homoerotic scene already.
So
Thanks,
uh,
William.
It's a
I
big old
imagine he doesn't
two-hander.
even talk or anything, and I command him to protect this house and Joran in particular.
Okay.
From any harm.
Okay.
And then we skedaddle and go, bye, Joran.
Yeah, can you teleport us to the king?
I mean, you
That's-
can walk there. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
you
wah,
use your
wah,
fucking
wah.
feet.
Well, I mean,
you
we're
leap.
taking the carriage.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
we're-
taking the pimp carriage, aren't
Yeah,
you?
we're taking the cool
Yeah.
Helkin carriage.
Oh,
He
we're
has,
using
Oh,
the
yeah.
Leandra's carriage, huh?
A king would
Yeah.
have like
Yeah,
wards
jerk.
wards that prevent you from teleporting directly to him, right?
Oh,
Yes.
An Elven King, especially.
Yeah.
I mean,
Indeed.
What's that? Is it just a jab at dwarves?
no, man.
Wow.
No, dog.
Wow.
That ain't me. Anyway. What? Okay, so let's think about this. I think you guys get in your carriage, you head into the walls of the city,
Word.
and before you like get to the palace, you see that there's kind of a huge, kind of like, I guess we could call it a procession for lack of a better term, that's like forming up
Hmm.
with like a bunch of armed caravanners and things of that nature. And there's one of the, it's not really a palanquin, it's more of a carriage. And inside, you can see that the king is like sort of in a reclined seat and is like just kind of chilling there, and there's like guards inside protecting him. But yeah, this whole procession is starting to form up.
Cool.
And I think the seneschal comes up to you and or the major domo, whatever you want to call him, comes up to you and says, all right, well, preparations have been made. I assume you are ready to travel as well.
Yeah, Aaron says, it looks like our timing is good. We were just arriving to ask when we were leaving. And he gives him like a nod.
Well, we are going to leave within the hour.
Very
If you
well.
are ready to leave, then we can accommodate you as well. Or if you wish to take your own transport, you are welcome to follow us.
We'd like
our
to
protection.
ride with the king, please.
All right. So he leads you over to the carriage. and it's a big carriage, and it's like really ornately carved. I don't know.
Craze is with us, by the way. He's just not talking. He's never seen
Right,
it.
exactly. He's like
Yeah, he's
silently
in over his head.
accompanying
He's just like, holy shit. Well, maybe not in
playing with
over
a
his head. He's
squirrel.
just not used to royalty, maybe.
Did we bring
Yeah.
the squirrel? Important question.
He and Shu are very
Squirrel's
similar
free.
in that they're both just like they're both kind of like in a situation like this. They're
You
both
guys
feel
are sticking
so
together.
we don't feel at ease in this, so it's really a seen and not heard scenario. Like we're both very comfortable acting as like we are here as muscle kind of thing.
Yeah,
But
we're
like,
the muscle.
Yeah, seen and not heard, as it should be.
is that in character?
I'm
Or
about to
beat.
slap you. All right. All right. Well, then I guess.
Anytime Kale looks over at Shu, Shu makes like a little like a sort of mimic stabbing motion.
Yeah. I mean, you can't see it because Kale's helmet's on, but he's just every time we do that, he just like chuckles to himself.
All right. Well,
Was
as soon as
Valerie
you
there?
were. Who?
Val. She like leaving to go back to the Helkin house.
No. I think I said she already arrived,
Oh, okay.
and she's resting, like in her room. So your spectral servants are like tending to her needs.
And then I'll just have the we'll tell the
Mm.
caravan to go back to the house on its own.
Don't forget that Zeral is riding with us, too.
Right. I was gonna ask that. That's good. So. Okay. Is there anything you want to say to the king when you get in the carriage?
Aaron just greets him and bows and, thanks him for allowing us to ride with him and says he's excited to see the capital.
Will our allies be able to join us?
We're not staying there, Babidi. We're just
Hmm.
going there, picking up someone and
Iliandra.
coming back.
Oh, sorry. We don't know.
Got
Oh, yeah. We know it's Iliandra.
Got
Yeah,
it.
I know. I don't know what like the privacy protocols are, so not going to say her name.
Oh, sorry. I fucked
No,
up.
I mean, you don't. You do
Aaron, you're
you.
blowing my cover.
Yeah, you do you.
Chill out. Okay.
Okay.
I was unaware. Good to know.
Okay. Mortimer, this is probably the fanciest thing you've ever sat in, other than your own robes, because you're a baller now. But I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah. I think Maury's playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, hello there. Yes, oh my.
I own
Act like-
6 of these.
Act like you've been there.
Hey, so my question is, I forgot, Mortimer, is Nibbler still around, or did he somehow
Nah, he
meet
died
his
because remember I was in the Feywild for like 10 years.
Oh, poor guy.
How long do rats live? I don't think very long.
Like a year.
Yeah.
Did you get a new one?
I mean, I got a new squirrel.
Yeah. Nutter.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. While everyone else is hanging out, I'm trying to train my squirrel. I'm like, no, come on. Stop
The
that.
cheese.
These are different creatures.
I feel like Bobbity would see this, speak with animals, help you translate.
Oh yeah, he could do that. You could
Yes.
like literally talk to the thing.
Do that. What did you say to me?
All right, what's he saying, Bobbity? What's his
Uh,
name? Ask him what his name is.
He's a squirrel. He he wants you to take this leash off him for one.
Well, no, you've got to train him and tell him that.
He's my animal slave.
He doesn't want this leash on him. He says he'll be more compliant if you take the leash off.
Can I give Bobby blind? Insight
That
check?
insight
Bobby's lying to me.
You lying to me, Bobbity?
I would never.
Oh, this is great. I
Try
love
the
it.
deception.
If you're deceiving him, then it's deception.
All right.
Are you lying?
I
You're
have
not lying, are you?
disadvantage
Why do you have disadvantage?
because of my black dragon mask.
Oh. Oh shit.
So you immediately know I'm lying. Okay, look.
Why,
Yes,
why would you lie to me, Poverty?
you have a leash on him. I
Wh-
don't think he likes
How
it.
am I supposed to tame this wild animal if I don't have a leash on him?
Did you do this to your rat?
Yes.
But you
Just
did.
pluck them up from the sewers. How else do you think you get a stupid rat? Well, not a rest in peace, Nibbler. God bless. But no, look, how else do you think you get a rat? You just pluck them up. You train them. Listen, I've trained a rat before, Bobbity. I can handle a flying squirrel, all right? This is just a rat of the tree. That's what he is. Aren't
Okay,
you,
let
Nutter?
let me try this.
All right, go
I
ahead.
start speaking to the rat or the squirrel. He wants you to give him nuts. Where are his nuts?
Oh my god.
How do we
What?
keep ending up here,
What?
boys?
What?
How do we
What's
keep ending
one
up
of that
here?
one?
Where are his nuts?
Shu and Victor are quiet.
Wait, no, you got.
You look down.
Oh no, what is happening? This is when the tires
That's
start
not
to
what I meant.
squeal on the highway.
Yes.
Oh no, it's raining. Oh, and there's black ice.
Yikes. Okay,
Oh, God.
I don't know. I didn't voice that chat. That was not a DM decision. I just want to point that out. All
Anyway,
right, so we fade on that conversation, mercifully.
yes.
And I think the procession starts to move along after a while. And while you guys
Perfect.
are sort of chilling out, I'll just take you to the Voiled map.
Cool. Kick.
Over. There you go. This is the road you're taking. It's going to take you about 12 days
Holy shnikes.
Jesus.
to get there. It is
Ah,
a long trip.
And
And I think part of it is by carriage procession, and then the rest of it is by boat.
Cool. Wait, what?
So as soon as as soon as you guys get to like here, you get on a boat and take it down the river.
I'm on a boat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that
A boat.
seems faster.
Yeah, it's about the same.
That
But
makes sense.
but you're harder to assail on a boat.
Oh. Oh.
Get it? Sailboat.
Oh god.
Oh.
That's not no. All right, so is there anything you want to talk with the king about while you're on this trip?
Anybody?
This is the question. Do you have any questions for one of the oldest elves alive?
Okay, I'll bring up the alliance and saving the world and shit, man.
Oh, and Kale doesn't
Now's your
want to.
chance.
He's waiting for the regent, who's going
Kale
to be
hates
more.
this guy.
Yeah, this guy sucks.
This is your
Yeah.
chance though to own him, dude.
To be
Yeah.
fair, the new
Yeah, no.
leader will be.
I mean,
alive.
he's like
You're
dying.
gonna
and
you're
he's
gonna be
like-
with him for like almost 2 weeks.
So you are fading, and that's unfortunate during this time. We could use some help with strong leadership. I suppose you had that for a time.
The king is just kind of like staring out the window while you're saying this. It almost seems like he just didn't even hear what you said.
Probably for the best. So the world's going to end, and we're trying to, make that not happen. Do you have any words of wisdom to impart upon us or anything?
He kind of stares out the window a little longer and then
Yes.
cranes his neck back towards you and says, "Don't fail."
Yes, that was. Thank you. Enjoy the green as you look back out the window and ignore me some more.
Oh, Kale, you done? I have questions about his daughter.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Wait, no, not like that, you pervert.
Yes, of course. Go ahead.
Jesus. Can't trust a man with a squirrel these days.
Oh no.
You and Bobby were talking about nuts earlier. I don't know.
His name is Nutters. What do you expect?
I,
Favorite thing, he loves nuts.
yes.
Oh, God. What are we? Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm curious. How did your daughter end up in Dragonfall?
Oh.
She was not permitted to stay.
Yeah, she stole a body. How'd that happen?
I do not know. I was not there.
Yeah.
What do you know of the first elves?
Oh, not much. Why don't you tell me? I know Galdur was one of them, yes?
Uldaur is a petulant child throwing a tantrum. Unfortunately, he happens to be a very powerful child. That being said, yes, he was there in the beginning. There was one who we consider to be the first among our number. And he is the closest thing we have to, what did the humans call them? Gods? Yes. We have the Raven Queen, as I'm sure all of you know, especially those she has marked. And he's basically looking at Kale and Aaron and thinking that your black eyes came from another source than they did. But
Shu bristled visibly when he referred to Guldar as a quote unquote god. By the way, like
No, he
he
didn't
didn't.
refer to him as God. He said he referred to him as a powerfully petulant child,
oh
Correct.
okay,
Yep.
but he said okay, never mind. Yep.
and that
He said
there's
he was-
another one that
Yeah,
was.
there are other elves. That were
Oh,
in
got
the
it.
beginning.
Okay,
He's telling the tale of basically like the first elves that ever
sure.
came to be. And he looks and he says, the closest thing the elves have to something like what the humans worship, their Lathander, their other gods of goodness. We have the first among our kind. His name was Iarthil. And a long time ago, thousands of years ago, he was worshipped and venerated. And that was before the Troubles.
Ehathil?
Yes.
All right. I thought you were the first one. You're just the oldest now, I guess. What are you, number
Yes.
2? Second fiddle?
Hmm.
Your younger brother. No, I'm kidding.
The way godhood was achieved by the elder races, specifically us and the giants, was that there were the godstones.
All right.
Those who found them and were found worthy were then transformed above their mortal station. It just so happened that a brother and sister decided to touch these stones, and therefore ascended. Now, I don't know what Guldaur wants this time, though usually it's our extermination and some sort of vengeance. But my other guess would be that he is looking for the Godstones.
So who was the sister that touched the stone? The Raven Queen?
He kind of looks at you and nods.
Oh, all right. And then
One for life and for peace and vigilance, and the other to shepherd the dead where they need to be.
okay.
There was also a third who found the Godstones. And he chose for him to harness and control nature so that it did not grow out of control, so that we may interact with it. And in some cases, and he looks over at Bobbity, he says, manipulate it. He is the father of our language and the lord of nature. His name is Sylvanus. And those were the three elven gods, one for nature, one for life and battle, and one for death.
Bobbity's eyes widen because he definitely isn't attuned to that part of himself.
Cool.
Interesting.
And then he just kind of like leans over. Is there aught else you would know?
Aaron says, what do you predict is going to happen with Cold War? If you were a
Well-
betting man, how do you think this is going to turn out?
One of two ways. One, he finds the Godstone, becomes a god. And, well, that would be very bad, to say the least. The other is that he finishes whatever evil machination he has been executing on this world and descends in power in another way. I do not like either of these outcomes, but I can see little that we can do to stop him. For while he cannot attack us, we cannot yet find him. And so for us to stop his plans in motion before they reach fruition seems nigh upon futile.
Well, what if these godstones were rounded up and taken somewhere safe?
Well, one such stone, I can say that for certain, has been the case. What do you know
Alright.
of Sapphire Lake to the north of our mountains?
What do I know of Sapphire Lake?
Hail, probably not too much. Actually,
It's
probably none
Brody.
of you in this party have really actually. There's a legend, I will say, that I think Aaron or Mortimer might know at this point, that there is a magical sort of vault down there that is not accessible by any known means. And in there are stored things that are meant to be kind of forgotten and sealed away.
This is on Atrophus?
No, this is to the north.
Sapphire Lake, right?
To the north. Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, that was. Sorry, I got my question.
Question. How does Atrophus fit into all this if he's looking for the Godstones?
I do not know what that is.
Atrophus?
He just kind of looks at you and he says, sounds bad, whatever it is.
Well,
Aaron
it's
says,
terrible.
can you please, Aaron says, Your Grace, can you please command this procession to halt? I want to show you something.
Yeah, he halts the procession for a couple minutes.
Aaron gets out and he gestures for the king to come out and, offers a hand if the king would like help.
Yeah.
Yeah, he walks the king out. The king holding Aaron's arm, and he walks off the trail a little bit, and he shows the king Atropos in the sky, and he says, "That is Atropos," and he goes and explains everything he knows about it directly from the book. Exactly what it is, what's happening, all the crazy shit. If like stuff dies, there's a chance it could just raise as an undead thing that serves him. and he explains everything, and then just looks at him.
Yeah. He kind of looks back and he says, he is arrogant enough to try and do something like this.
What a shame it is that it approaches Atropos right as we go to see you go elsewhere. We could use someone with your wisdom and, well, strength in other ways. Even if you are a frail old man. And Aaron kind of like laughs at him.
Kind of looks around. This is the price we pay for immortality. Is that we become unstable. We must rejuvenate ourselves for a time. And I think now is a time when I feel comfortable giving my kingdom over to my rebellious daughter. For who better to lead a rebellion against the forces of death?
Are like we all around for this?
I don't know. I think
All right,
Soma
I'll
like
just,
is
yeah.
having a private convo with the king
All
right
right,
now.
all right.
But
Never mind then.
okay. You may. And kind of nods. And then he just starts walking forward. Kind of shaky. Looking old and weathered. I guess if we have like a look inside of him, he's sitting here thinking, this mortal person who's been around for like, I don't know, 200 years. He's telling me that I'm worthy of something I've held for millennia. All right. And just kind of acknowledges that and just kind of moves on without trying to say too much, you know?
Like, shut up, kid.
He's like, who the hell are you to judge me? Yeah, kind of a thing. And he's not going that route. He wants to keep things civil, but he just kind of nods respectfully and then just kind of starts walking slowly on his cane over toward, or maybe it's a staff, I'm not sure, back towards his carriage. And as you both enter again, he kind of leans out, like his arm out the window, and makes a hand signal, and the procession keeps moving on. And he kind of looks over at you and he says, well, Guldaur can be destroyed. He can be killed. His spirit can be destroyed. But we have not met anyone strong enough to do it. That is a hard question to quantify. For we have seen nothing yet.
Shit, I think I've been muted for a while. Fuck.
No, you've been fine. We've
No,
been
you're good.
No, muted on my stream, not
Ah.
on Discord.
Oh.
No.
How long has it been since you guys have heard me? Ten minutes? Oh fuck.
Dude.
I think
No.
I hit the wrong hotkey accidentally. That sucks.
Damn.
10 minutes.
Sorry about that, guys. That's a huge error and a shame. And that was not on purpose. I just looked over and just saw the icon. It was red. Sorry about that. Let me take a piss. I'll be right back. God damn it.
Oh, yeah.
1 second.
Tea break.
Yeah.
Okay, so 10 minutes ago, what the fuck was I talking about?
I don't. You guys were talking about how awesome the king is, and something like that, and he's actually just lame as fuck. But whatever.
Lame as fuck.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, what a time to run away and leave your fucking only kid in charge, right? Like, oh,
I
I'm gonna
wouldn't
go be
run
safe
away.
in the fucking Feywild while the world ends. My
I'm with
daughter
you
will
on
run
this
this.
one. I'm
to
with
be
you on this
fair, to be fair, it's not necessarily safer in the Feywild, but
Yeah, but
Still the fact that this world's about to blow up and he's not going to be here.
not his call.
If this world, hypothetically, we fail and this world is reduced to whatever lifeless husk it might be, is the Feywild like not intrinsically tied to the health of our world? Like, does the
Technically, its
Feywild,
own plane. Yeah,
so it goes on without us?
yeah.
But
I would imagine. Yeah,
but the elves are tied to like the back and forth is like an important thing to them, isn't it? Or do they just do it out of like the ability to run things on this plane?
Yeah, they have to go to the Feywild because they're tied to the Feywild.
Yeah.
But they're not actually like of this world. So like
kind of aliens. Yeah,
yeah, so they come here to like run shit and keep all of their money and like judge us, but then they go like home and laugh about how we're dying.
pretty much.
So fuck
Not
them.
quite. There's it's. I don't think it's quite that malicious, but it's more like they come to this world to experience and to like interface with this plane, and then after a while their soul starts to get corrupted and they have to go back to where they're from in order to recharge, and then they can come back again.
Shu and
So
Victor
they're
are about to start a
functionally immortal, but there's a catch.
Shu and Victor are about to start an anti-planar immigrant
Sorry about that.
union.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Build a
Keep-
wall around the Feywild and make the elves pay for it.
Elves belong in their own world.
Hello.
Keep the anti-immortals. Yeah.
So I just want to say I'm so fucking sorry that I was muted for 10 minutes. That was an accident. You guys missed a lot of shit. I apologize. They missed that entire exchange with the king.
Mm.
Can you
I mean,
recap it for us, Sticks?
They didn't hear any of our mics too, because it's all coming through you.
Exactly. They just heard you guys talking and Sticks talking, not me.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Can you give it to
okay.
us, Sticks?
Word.
I gotta like
So-
remember what we even fucking talked about. I was just fucking in the flow. I was like,
Yeah, it was when
I was
him
saying,
and the king were outside talking.
Yeah.
you're just gonna have to jog me, and then I can probably go from there.
I was
but,
just saying, like, I got to be honest with you. Can I speak freely? And I said Kale and the group didn't trust him, and I didn't trust him. And that I thought maybe I was wrong, and sorry about that. I can see that you were probably a wise king and a good leader, And it's sad to see you go in this trying time when we need someone of your stature to help. And you know, I wish you the best, kind of a thing.
Yeah, and then he said, well, my daughter's probably really well positioned to handle things here. So I think it'll be all right. Kind of a thing.
Right.
I mean, that's pretty much the entirety of that conversation.
And
in
I
a
showed him a
nutshell.
Tropus, though, and I explained all that shit to him, too. That
Right,
was like the
yeah,
whole
yeah, yeah.
basis of stopping. So I pointed it out in the sky. He saw it. I don't know what his response. Oh, the response was that is something he would try to do, or something like that.
Yeah, he's arrogant enough to try that shit. Yeah,
Exactly.
kind of thing.
Yep, that was it. And then now we're on our way.
All right.
All good, HP Sean. I had to explain it anyway because I fucked up. Again, sorry about being muted for 10 minutes like an idiot. Sorry.
I can hear you slapping your forehead from here.
Sorry. Accident. Anyway, okay, let's do it.
Don't do it again.
Pro streamer.
He was,
That's me.
he was.
Yep.
Ex-pro streamer.
Yep. Washed up. Fucking can't do anything streamer.
Come on.
It's okay. It's okay.
So I
It's
think
okay.
the many days go by on this journey downriver. I think at this time, like after you stop and show him Atropris, we get to the point in the journey where you guys get onto like the boat version of this procession and start heading downriver toward what will eventually be the elven hidden city. And after 10 very tranquil days after that point, the river starts to open up to a large lake. And across the lake, you can see in the distance something that looks out of place from the endless nature that you've been traveling through for several days.
Where at?
Like near the head of the lake. And as you get closer, guys, are you ready? Do you want to see this cool shit?
Oh shit! The secret
excited.
elvish city, capital city. Here we go. Oh.
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah, dude.
Ha, 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 ha.
So as you get closer, you can see giant waterfalls from all these dams
Whoa.
that are just loosing water into this lake.
Cool.
There's a huge spine and promontory that juts out. It's kind of like Minas Tirith.
Nice.
And on top, you see a giant rock sticking up from all of this with a bunch of different palaces and castles on top. And that's what you see on the approach. And probably around like down here where this little like tower is, there is sort of a harbor way station, like where boats will show up and offload when they come.
Load. Oh, sorry.
It's all good. And everyone starts unloading from here. Just unloading all over the place. God, you kids.
Oh no. Sorry.
You did it again.
I'll mute myself.
You gotta be starting something.
Got to be done and something. All right. So, as you unload,
Nice.
you guys go up a winding set of staircases that lead to walkways that go along this kind of dam structure. This goddamn structure.
Nice.
And eventually you get to a point where you enter into the city proper. And from there,
How does
the
it look as we're
king-
walking up? What are we seeing? Like, what does it look like?
I
Describe it.
mean, it's just cliffs, trees, ornately carved structures, terraces, lots of plants, the smell of just moisture being in the air at all times. And when you finally like get into the city itself,
What's the weather like? Like, does it feel like San Francisco in the summer, like 75? Like
Yeah.
perfect?
Yeah, it feels like unnaturally perfect. The only like mist you kind of see around you is coming from the waterfalls, right? So there is sort of a misty kind of moist air going on, but it's mainly from all the surrounding waterfalls.
Okay.
And all of these castles and estates have been like built into like these cliff sides and stuff like this, you know.
Cool.
Seemingly. And when you get up beyond this major spine of rock where the largest of the elven castle sits, behind that is a large tree that sits right back over here. Other areas of note are there's a few temples actually. One of them is the Temple of Water, which is over here, and then
We
there
don't go there.
is. Well, yeah, well, maybe.
It's the hardest
We'll see.
dungeon.
Yeah, it's
The
annoying
hardest.
as hell. Those
Mm.
stupid
Yeah.
boots.
Yeah, it's like 62 plus, you know. There's also a couple of other temples, like the Temple of the Mountain over here, and there's some other stuff. And then under the tree, there is actually a temple as well.
The sunken
Um,
temple.
What was that for the nature god or whatever you were talking about?
I don't know, rival.
I'm gonna go investigate.
I don't know. But there are also little docks for getting around the lake as well.
Bam.
Place
And
is
various
super cool.
estates that are dotted around and other places. And I think when you finally get like sort of the 10 penny tour of the whole place, the place you guys will be staying in is probably up in this region here, which kind of overlooks the whole kind of bay there, the whole lake and dam system and all that. It's all going to be viewed. You know what? I'm retconning it. You guys are going to stay in this little house here that overlooks everything.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't have an interior for that house because our budget got slashed for season 3, so that's
Oh man.
all I got. But
Oh, we're on Sci-Fi Channel now. Damn it.
that's right. You went from being on HBO to the CW. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
That's a big hit.
That's a big hit.
They're still watching, I swear.
And then we'll get bumped to USA in the final season.
Oh yeah, that's when it's over.
And
Really.
then Bezos will buy us and we'll be on
Oh, yeah.
Amazon.
Amazon, and they'll
reboot.
fuck everything up and make our armor out of cardboard, but still make $1 billion on
And
it.
the sets will look overly produced and too clean and weird, and it'll just look
Uncanny
unnatural.
Valley. Yeah.
Uncanny Valley, like it looks like it's fake.
And all the elves will have short hair in that
Exactly.
one too.
Yep.
All of them.
Exactly.
All right, have I hit all the checkbox? Okay.
All right.
All
so
right.
We're staying at the house.
You're staying at the house. Actually, so sorry, I misspoke. This is the Temple of Water, like I said. This is actually the temple to the Raven Queen up in the mountains.
Whoa.
The
Nice.
Temple of the Earth is
So like there's like a trail here probably.
yeah.
Right to
The
it.
Temple of the Earth, I think, is this little round structure over here.
Nice.
Yeah. Yes. That's correct. And
I'm
over here is kind of a merchanty area.
Ooh.
So they're like craftsmen and stuff like that over there.
Nice.
after we spent all our money. Thanks.
Damn it, I was
Dave.
gonna say we blew it all. Fuck.
No,
Yeah, I have
I'm
zero.
just saying, like, if
Oh.
you need master crafted shit,
course
that's
you
where all
do.
the artisans live. It's the artisan areas over here. They don't do things for money over here.
Yeah,
like
I
the
was gonna
elves
say, there's no
are a
trade
Star Trek
outside.
socialist utopia, so like they're just like they're fine.
Yeah, they just do the work.
I'm gonna
They
say
like
it's
it.
fully
Maybe it's
armored
just
up,
like
by the way,
challenge to them. They just like want to do it.
Well, if
including
you
the
live
helmet.
forever, money doesn't have a lot of
Actually,
meaning.
my
so-
elves are commies, straight up. Like they don't need money, and their needs are provided for by their government, so they're good to go. They just do things
They're
'cause they want
Swedish.
to. Close. Swedish people are still neoliberal. Don't get it twisted. Anyway, my point is, you have settled in. The procession has broken off and made for the king's estate, and yeah, man, which is in this castle, where he's going to be protected. And then when the ritual can be created, you will be summoned to the appropriate place where he will be jettisoned into the Feywild.
Jesus, they got a big ass cannon.
Some slingshot.
Yeah, they put him in a
Giant slingshot.
and launch him
Like
through a
like like
portal.
like at an amusement park where you pay, you know, the $40.
Yeah.
Are we going
Jesus.
to do this now, or what's up?
Yeah, I am really tired, so I think we're gonna call it here. It's a great stopping point. We just got
Okay,
into the
no
town,
problem.
and then we'll pick up next week and do the crossover. I think that'll
Hell
be a good
yeah.
thing. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Even though we were muted for 10 minutes, acted like a bunch of assholes, and
Yeah, sorry
occasionally
about
threw
that.
some D&D in there.
This was a great session, though. I loved
It
it.
was good. I liked it.
That was super fucking fun and funny.
Mm.
Everyone did a great job. I really enjoyed it.
It was a blast.
Yeah.
I liked having Morty be back in the fucking mix again.
Yeah,
It's
that
good.
was nice. Feel
Yeah, I
like
feel-
Morty's back. It was good.
Guess who's back? Okay. I'm done.
It sucked to not have Crazed. Crazed, we missed you, buddy.
We do. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you watched
You
this.
got to pick up them keys, man.
Crazed was just kind of along for the ride. Victor, rather. Just
Yeah,
kind of
didn't have
hanging
much
out,
to say.
washing it in. You know,
Soaking?
soaking it in, rather. I'm washing it. I'm just stoned as hell, so I've been sucking on this fucking vape pen like it's an oxygen pen on Mars. So, you know, that's been fun. Anyway, Victor will be back next week, though. He should be. He said there was
Oh yeah,
a
that's his
chance.
move-in day though, so we'll
Yeah,
see.
he said there was
yeah.
a chance that he might not be able to play again, but we'll see.
Imagine
Hmm.
there are like Victor stands in the audience that are like imagine being dumb enough to stan a crazed character.
No,
Like you're
you
just you're setting yourself up for
you're
disappointment.
just a fan of the man himself, not his
Yeah, that's true.
characters.
Yeah, that's very
like,
true.
That's like
yeah,
being
yeah,
a
yeah.
fan of Ned Stark, man. You're just like, I know this is gonna end poorly, but I love this guy.
I can't wait to see this long career of the crazed character. Yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, how long can it be? We only got 5 levels left. It's like, let's be real.
We
I think
will...
the longest
Oh,
we
sorry,
only
go
have
ahead.
one original character. Let's remember, guys, and it's Mortimer. He has been there, and Kale
Bobbity.
technically.
Bob. Oh, I guess
No,
not.
Poverty is
No,
second.
mind.
My second
Heron
character.
was the first one.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
Heron got
Heron, I mean,
Died at level 3.
and
had like 3 or 4 sessions in.
It was, yeah, he died for nothing.
No,
Yeah,
it was
that
less
was a
than
sad
10
part.
sessions, I think. But it was you were definitely level 3 when he died.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah, the only people who, from the time they were created at level 1, that are still alive today are Kale and Mortimer. That's it.
Yep.
So that's cool.
Awesome.
It's been big and scary.
I love
Yeah.
playing with this group.
I can't even imagine where Heron would be.
50 sessions, boys. Holy shit.
Yeah. It's
flying into the
been a-
front of battle again, getting murdered by hobgoblins. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you would have died in the next Hobgoblin encounter.
That's right. A bugbear chief will just fucking
It would have found him.
delete you. Yeah.
Yep.
You can join the and I like to call them the Hall of Crazed.
Yep.
Thank you, Sean.
There you go.
Heron's definitely in there.
I mean, at this point, I feel like Crazed could start a new campaign with all of his characters making up the party. Let's
Hell
be real
yeah,
here.
You
dude.
wouldn't
I
have
would
a
watch
healer
the
though.
I would watch the fuck out of that.
And they would all die in the first session.
yeah.
I hope he's
they love
listening
me,
right now.
Crazed.
Are you still
I hope
listening,
so,
you
too.
goober? Goddamn.
Yeah.
He's probably not.
He's probably not. Fuck.
Nah, he's not.
Donnie did all
Poor
have the
guy.
same voice. That's funny.
We always do that. We always roast people when they're not here, and then we're like sad that they weren't here to get roasted. Like same happened with Donnie and the Friends cantrip, and then I was like, wait, I feel bad for Mortimer because like all he ever wanted were friends.
It was really
So it made
revealing of the
sense.
backstory of the
Yeah,
character.
it's like
Yeah,
really
it's like
poignant.
so, yeah.
We're like, this is a suboptimal choice, and then we're like, but the RPs.
But the deep
Yeah.
RPs.
Yeah, the deep
Dear
RPs.
God.
But still,
It's
friends.
friends.
Yeah.
Guys, check out the stream. Look what I have on the screen.
Holy shit.
That's
So,
nuts.
When was the last
Man.
time your picture was Neverin though, and not Aaron?
so yeah, check this out. I'm going to be adding number 50 tonight. Look at all these sessions. Look at the hours. Look at all that's hours and hours and
There's
hours
a couple
of
that are
us.
going to be 8 hours in there.
Yeah, and
Right
some that are like 90 minutes and shit. There's a 6 and 21 minute. Here's a 4:44.
Oh, the 90-minute one
5,
was when we got
5.
halfway to we were going to Cragmaw Delve with all the dwarf shit, and then like something happened and we had to like call the episode like halfway through or like at the very beginning.
Yeah. But
anyway.
if you look,
Wh-
here's
What was
Nevern.
Yeah, where's Neverin? That's my question. There he is.
And look at
Episode
this.
16. He
Think
died.
really?
Shadows over Antharia.
Woo!
Oh man.
5 sessions.
That was a good 5 sessions.
It was fun. What was going to happen?
Hmm?
We got zapped into the
An
arena
arena.
by that king.
Yeah, and we had to make new characters.
Yeah,
And
we
I
had
was
to make new
excited
characters.
because I was going to play Way of the Astral Self.
were
Oh,
we
and
gonna
just
do?
spirit punch people.
Well, essentially, that whole thing was he essentially took your souls out, put you in Warforged gladiators, and was gonna make you fight for your bodies back.
That's
So-
awesome.
So
Yeah,
if you
that is
guys
sick.
ended up dying as the gladiators, your character would have died.
Oh, that would have sucked.
That's
Yeah.
fucking awesome, dude.
That was cool, though.
And
That's
then there was
actually
a
a
whole
great idea.
there was a whole plot line with that king in that city. Thrumbo's parents were in that city too. His whole family was there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, there were
Rambo,
there were a few things.
Sweetwater!
I've been retconning that campaign and like doing a lot of work on that.
Tweaking it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I
you
can't believe we
Dix, you've
haven't
inspired me
asked.
so much.
I can't believe we haven't
thanks.
asked until session 50.
Well, it's good.
We
you know.
yeah, it's
Now we'll get a
somehow
better answer.
50th session we've asked about.
Excelsior!
Oh man,
SOA.
that campaign was so fun.
I just missed the Rumbo the most.
It was fun.
Out of
Thrumbo,
all the
Davner's
characters.
chaotic energy with against your character sticks was so good.
Oh yeah, lawful neutral against
Yeah.
lawful crazed. Yeah,
Yeah, you're like,
chaotic
you're gonna
crazed.
get arrested if you do that.
No, he was like, I'm gonna go in there and like fucking get this thing or steal this thing, and I'm like, I'm
Yep.
gonna call the police.
Yep. Yeah, he was talking about robbing the guy for the Wanda lightning bolts.
Yeah, and I
Yep.
was just like, I'm just gonna fucking call the police then because you're breaking the law, and
Yep.
I can't let you break the law in a city where I've literally been deputized. I'm going to arrest you.
Yeah, so Davner's a dick, and then we get into Irilon, and the first session, what happens? Gaul tries to
To
assault
punch
a
somebody,
citizen.
the first person.
Doesn't he beat
sees-
an old guy up? in the
Session
fucking
No,
one.
he said
street?
he wanted to. I didn't let
Yeah.
him. He was like, I want to go outside, find the first person I find, and just deck him. And I was like,
I gotta say,
"No."
like, if anything, this has been like a
Why?
show of like Craze getting better at like RPing.
Yes.
Yeah.
He,
You
I was
know,
just
it
about
has
to
been
say,
1,000%.
if you watch this 120 hours of content, you watch Crazed go from a boy to a man.
Yeah, you watch him turn
You
from
watch
high
it-
school D&D, like junior high
Exactly.
D&D, into like role playing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I understand.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
you
last
see his
session was
evolution.
the
You
first
see
time I
it.
was like, "Oh, you're good at this. You're really fucking good at this."
Yeah,
Like when
you
I was
see
doing
it.
when we were doing the shootout, I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you do know what you're doing. You're good at this."
Oh yeah, no, and you know what the first one for me was, other than watching the continual progression, him getting better and better and better and better, was when we were doing the Star Wars practice sessions. And the first thing he did was like, I'll look around the room and see if there's like a way for me to avoid combat, and I was
Yep.
like,
Oh,
Crazed, my
shit.
sweet child.
Personal
love you.
growth.
It's like I want to look for a vent and like crawl through that shit, and I was like, you, my man. And then we
That's
got into
awesome.
combat, but
Yeah.
it was really cool to just see him flex his RP muscles and be like, what can I do that's not shoot something? Like, I want to like find a vent or like something that I can like get into and then like set up an advantageous
He
position
walks up
so
to
that
the
when-
vent and then kicks
Yeah.
and punches the vent.
Well, he didn't do that, actually.
no,
Al
just
was the
kidding.
one who kicked the front door down.
Yeah, I created the distraction so you could sneak in from behind.
Correct. it was really cool. So I'm very excited for that game too. I'm excited for this game to finish off with the way I have it planned. It's gonna be sick. And I'm excited that people still choose to fucking watch our ridiculous asses do this every week.
Yas.
True.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so Iron Therapy and all the other regulars who show up, we love you guys. You're awesome.
Hell
HP
yeah.
Sean, thanks for tuning in if it was only for a little bit. Good to see you.
50 sessions, boys.
Fucking hey.
Amazing.
I remember, Soma, since we're at 50, I remember when you were like, Rival's running out of time. We need to have a new DM for the campaign. You want a DM? And I was like, oh boy, do I, but oh boy, am I not ready. So it's been a hell of a ride.
It's been amazing. And I remember early on, and even whenever we were planning this out and doing session 0, we asked about the Elvish capital. And you were like, no one knows about it. You don't know about it. You don't know where it is. That's it.
And Soma was an elf.
Yep. And I was an elf.
So you had never been.
Yeah.
And here we are, session 50.
Well, I think
Boom.
I had been, right? Hadn't Nevern been?
Oh, Nevern had been, yes.
Yeah.
But, that's right. Nevern.
But
had been.
Nevern died before he had ever had a chance to talk about it.
He never even got back to the Elven lands. You were just about to take a ship.
He was a
in
cocky
like a couple of
young
days.
elf, dude. He was a cocky young elf, and he died on a big adventure, the start of a big adventure.
Oh, he was a cock, all
Taking-
right.
Yeah, taking down the first boss with him in combat. So it worked
He
out very
literally
well.
he literally died right before
There he
we
is,
went to
right
the
here.
desert too.
Here's Nevern. And here's the episode where, oh, look at that. When you hover over it, look at the first image. Oh, no. Oh,
Is
no.
that Doofy?
That's
Yeah,
me
it's
on
Dewey.
Doofy's face. It's from this slideshow, dude.
It's
Oh
so
no.
bad.
It's so good.
It's like Nevern's dead and he was resurrected into Dewey. Oh no.
I think it's hilarious that it's like, gee, I wonder what this D&D episode's going to be about. All right, never mind.
Yeah, how many people clicked that? 'cause of
I
that?
want to see the preview of this really unique looking episode. Let's see what. Oh, never mind.
It's just Soma being a
Oh.
fucking goofball. I'm out.
Oh man.
Oh, but that episode
Oh, look at that
was hilarious.
sushi in this one. Wow.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Holy
Ooh,
fuck. Look at
damn.
that.
What have you done?
I don't know, but I've been getting fatter ever since.
No, I think it was session 5. When did Gaul die? It was pretty early too.
Oh, like session
Oh,
6 or 5?
Yeah, you guys were dropping like flies early on. I was when
Yeah,
I
we're
was
playing
watching.
pretty.
Oh yeah, that's back when you were watching. Al.
There
You
he
didn't join-
is,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh my god.
Oh, Gaul Morningstar. Oh, and are
Oh,
you
this,
guys?
this is the kobold place,
this-
is it not?
No, this is the Lizard Man.
Look at that old
And the old
Morty
Mortimer.
fucking- Yeah.
Whoa.
Look at that. It's
breakfast.
Eric.
There's Bobbity. Whoa.
Oh yeah, you put down spike growth, and these are black puddings.
Oh,
this is
the
in the
black
sewers
pudding fight.
Black
with the
pudding.
with the diarrhea waterfall sound effect.
Oh, so this is where Gaul died.
Yeah.
Maybe
This
not
is the
session,
dungeon,
but
not
yeah.
this session, but this is the dungeon where he died.
I love it.
Oh, that
I
black
just made a
pudding
mud
fight.
baby gentleman. I just want y'all to know that.
Oh my god.
Okay. Cool.
I kind of want to die right now.
You ever have those poops that's so big you're like, I feel like a little weak in my core now. Like
Yeah.
there's something missing.
Yes. Look
Actually,
upon
yeah.
the child that ye hath birthed.
One time when
In
I was
despair.
stationed in Korea, there was a public bathroom on the first floor of the barracks. And I took a shit in there so monstrously big. It was
Did you get lifted off the seat? Did it curl up underneath you and just start
Oh.
pushing you out?
okay. I'm not a South Park character. Okay.
I actually came up with a pretty
but
funny hypothetical afterwards.
but it did look like the Loch Ness monster sort of peeking out of the water
Oh, God.
with a curved snout. And it
Bro.
had a very long body that disappeared into the depths of the toilet hole.
Oh,
It looked like a snake breaching the toilet.
The
It
depths.
was it honestly looked like a Dark Souls boss.
I
It
can't
could have been an
handle
Elden
that.
Ring. Let's be real here.
It's your dark soul.
Yeah. It was big. So I took a picture of it with my Korean cell phone. But also I was so afraid of flushing the toilet and clogging it. I knew that if I dared flush the toilet, this beast would summon a flood. It would be awful. And it would be a brown, murky flood of death. And anyone who waded through it would be stricken with disease and the stench of on-base Taco Bell and Burger King drive-through, because that's what they feed America's heroes. Processed fucking
Well, yeah,
fast
that's
food.
what Donald Trump fed America's heroes for the national,
And
championship game.
I walked away from it. It came down to this. I couldn't flush it. I couldn't abort my own baby because I had given birth.
So you just
Just
left it there
says-
for
just
somebody
says-
else?
He kept
Just as Jesus intended. Oh wait, fuck.
I
Think
evacuated
about the mindset
scene.
of the man who stumbled upon that next.
I
Oh.
evacuated the scene, and an airman who had lived on the first floor
Oh no, that poor guy.
discovered
Your crime. Your brown crime.
Child.
your crime.
my
fucking
baby.
turd child.
Yeah, he discovered a horrific scene. He discovered a beast with a brown tentacle trying
think
to
it needs to
escape
be-
a toilet. And he
He's-
walked into something that was inhuman, but he did not wade through flooded waters. No, because
Yeah.
I did not flush that
Well,
toilet.
no, that
He walked into a dry area, but I didn't dare drop the toilet seat because I didn't want to hit my baby in the head. So, hey, back off! It's a
No, but-
kid. Anyway,
But no, that's-
so he walks
walked
in,
into the
toilet
bathroom
seats
and the-
up,
The
have
epic
to
Dark Souls
describe it.
boss music starts playing. Like
a life bar appears.
You
Yeah.
have to describe what he saw coming out of the toilet as if you were H.P. Lovecraft. So you have to be
It's a
like,
fucking
by some
Golgothian shit, dude.
inhuman machination of stars beyond eons, he looked in horror as it stared back at him.
oh.
Yeah, exactly. And then the Dark Souls music plays.
Dun, 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 dun.
So
Exactly.
the guy saw the shit, and he also took a picture of it because he couldn't believe it. And this spread around the barracks, and this was talked about for like at least 2 or 3 weeks. The biggest shit anyone had ever seen, and it was a thing of legend, and it was flushed, and it did flood the toilet. Obviously, of course, but it wasn't that bad. And every 3 days, this cleaning crew, some Korean nationals, would come in to clean it anyway. And those
The government sent in a cleaning crew
I was
to
at
clean
work.
up after your ass.
no, it was something that all the barracks. It was multiple barracks buildings. But I was at work when people came to clean, and I feel terrible to this day. And I can't believe that those poor people had to disassemble my boy. My boy. Oh,
Look how they massacred my boy.
It's fucking
Jesus
psychotic. man.
Christ.
The poop knife, yeah. It's classy, dude. You've never seen that someone?
oh, that's terrible. Oh my
It's
god.
bad.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. No. Anyway.
I don't.
Oh
Let's
god.
Thanks
I'll
for
never
coming to the
forget
50th
that.
episode of Irilon to
Yeah.
hear us talk about how bad we can take a shit. I really appreciate you
Oh.
guys.
And you know
my
what?
God.
I'll tell you exactly what I had been eating. I had been going off base to this restaurant that was literally called Filipino, and it was authentic Filipino food from
No way.
from Filipino grandmas, and it
dear
was
God.
delicious pancit, garlic rice with
Seasick
fried
at
eggs,
2 a.m.
pork tocino. It was god tier delicious, as good as it gets.
Yeah.
Dude, oh, I
Man
ate
said,
that shit
just
way
give
too
me
much.
all of the protein.
And I was eating like
And no fiber.
bulgogi. I was eating
Yeah.
like bulgogi and like kimchi soup and like I don't know.
Banchan out the yin yang.
Yeah, I was eating a lot of shit. Like
Banchan's what's up.
Damn,
pork
boys.
dumplings, like fried pork dumplings and like all
Dude.
kinds of shit.
Corn cheese.
Miss Kim Burger. Miss Kim Burger was a single little grill cart that an old woman pushed. Miss Kim. And this burger, when you were drunk and you walked up to Miss Kim, there was a line. It'd be like, I don't know, 11:30. You were drunk off soju. There was a bunch of people walking back to the base because it was the curfew, midnight, and you didn't want to be out.
HP Sean is asking what corn cheese is. It's imagine cream corn, but instead of cream, it's cheese. It's like the greatest thing when you're shit hammered at 2 in the morning. I mean, Korean food in general. There was a place in San Francisco called Coco Bang.
It's still here, baby.
It's still there. I couldn't find it on the internet.
Yeah,
oh, thank fucking Christ! It's open till like 3 a.m. That place is outrageous. That place and Ryoko's, which are like across the street from each other. Fantastic.
Coco Bang's still here, baby.
Good.
Yeah,
it's like you've been drinking downtown.
Miss Kimberger, you eat that shit drunk. It was the best thing ever. It was so goddamn good. And then you see Miss Kim during the day when you're sober, and there's no one there. There's no one in line. It's weird. And you go up and you decide to get one during the day. And it is the sloppiest, most disgusting fucking thing.
Lame excuse for a burger you've ever had.
It's awful. But for some reason, when you're drunk, it is the elixir to fight the hangover. It is the one thing that you do real quick for like $4. A big ass fucking Korean cheeseburger with like a bunch of like coleslaw and like kimchi slaw on it, and like a Korean hot sauce and a fried egg and
gochujang, baby.
2 patties and 2 pieces of cheese. It pickles. It's fucking. It's good when you're drunk. It's fucking bomb.
Right.
You eat that shit sober and you want to vom.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Here's the
question. But when you're drunk,
Soma,
it protects you, man. I'm
if
telling you.
You're drunk and in need of a burger.
Yeah.
Do you? Here are your 3 choices. Miss Kim Burger, Dick's Drive-In in Seattle, or the Horse Feather Burger.
Ooh. Can I vote Marlow Burger?
Yeah, you can, but
That's
the Horse
okay.
Feather Burger.
Horse Feather's better. I would go with
the best
Horse
burger
Feather
in
burger.
San Francisco.
I would go Horse Feather Burger with I don't know, a side or 2 and their old fashioned.
Horse Feather Burger is outrageous. Have you had it before?
I love it.
I have, yeah.
I love
I've had it a couple times.
I had that burger the first time, and I went back 2 days later to have it again. Like, that's the only time I've eaten the same burger from the same place twice in a week in my life.
During
I went back a third time.
Yeah, during the shittiest of COVID times, they had delivery with their old fashioned, the burger, a couple of other dishes. I think almost the full menu, but not everything. And I would get that shit. If you guys remember, like sessions like 15 through 30, like every other session, I was like chowing down on a Horse Feather burger on session on camera, and drinking their old fashions. That shit's amazing.
So, here's a picture of it.
I love their burger.
Here's a picture of it. It's not the best picture, but it's the best I can do right now.
Oh, that's a poop knife.
Do not post that.
God damn it. The burger is good.
So I know what you're getting for Christmas, baby.
I already have one. It's cool.
Oh God, I already have one. I left it in Korea.
There's another picture. Mine's yellow. Anyway,
so the cool thing about the burger is that it's 3 different kinds of meat that are ground up separately and then incorporated together, and it's like beef shoulder, it's like brisket, it's like Wagyu or something. Like, it's 3 different kinds. It's all mixed together. And they give it to you with no tomatoes because they're geniuses. You don't fucking put tomatoes on a sandwich because it creates a tectonic shift in the whole fucking structural integrity.
I hate it. I always pull them off.
You put ketchup on it. You don't put a tomato on it. Anyway,
I mean, I just don't agree. I've had an In-N-Out burger, so
I don't like.
I have too, and In-N-Out tastes kind of.
I've been taking tomato in my burger for years. I don't like it. It just slides the bun off, and it just
it's the
becomes
tectonic
wet.
shift. You don't want to do it. But then they melt. They don't fuck around with cheddar. They don't fuck around with Havarti. American cheese. Why? It melts the best. You don't fuck with that. It's a go-to recipe. I like cheddar on burgers, but I like American cheese more. Anyway, and it's just
Word.
2 patties. They put their burger sauce on it, lettuce, and then they give you a side of house-made potato chips, and you got to ask for an extra side of burger sauce to go with it, so you can dip them on in. And that's the fucking winner right there. Especially at like any time past midnight.
So
Do you know what burger I hate?
what?
In-N-Out burger.
Louis Lunch.
I've never heard of it. Jesus.
Louis Lunch is supposedly the first place in America to make a fucking burger.
Ah.
And they put it on like regular toasted bread,
Yep.
not a bun. And
That's the original. Yeah.
yeah. And with just tomato, like they don't like fuck around with like you can't put condiments on. If they see you with like any condiments, they kick you out.
What?
And and it's this like little hole in the wall that's
They're
been
the
around
burger
since, like,
Nazis.
1895 or some shit like that.
Where is that?
New Haven, Connecticut.
Oh, well, that explains it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they just took toasted white bread and did a patty melt. Like the first burger was a patty melt, but with no cheese and only caramelized onions. If I'm
Yeah,
not
I used to sit
mistaken.
outside there and like charge people like $1 for ketchup, and I just like have ketchup. And
You
yeah.
were
Brilliant.
scalping ketchup.
Yeah, bro, yeah.
Bro, dude.
Just like fucking like,
On
Hey,
Al's
when I was like,
birthdays, you
when I was
scalping
like
ketchup.
having
You
like
want some
16
57?
cents,
Some
yeah,
Heinz?
that's what
I got the
did.
good shit.
Yeah, like when I was like young, that's like what I did.
You want
You want
Heinz?
that Heinz
You want
57?
Heinz or do you want Hunts?
No,
You
it
know,
was always Heinz.
take
I
your
never had
pick.
Hunts. Fuck that.
I know you're in the Northeast. It's
Yeah.
like Heinz has a fucking monopoly on that whole.
Goddamn
area.
straight.
Who the
But yeah,
fuck buys
Louis Lunch,
Hunt
and they're like
ketchup?
it's the first burger ever made in the world, pretty much. That's what their claim to fame
It's
is.
ground beef with caramelized onions on
Yeah.
a fucking piece of toast. Like,
Yeah,
get
yeah.
over it, man.
They're
It's not
saying
that
that
great.
and I'm just like
This that is on screen right
not
now.
even the best,
That
yes.
is a thing of greatness.
Yeah.
That is good. And it's not over the top. It's not insane. It's just a good fucking burger.
I try to tell everybody like, a dry burger is still a dry burger, dude. Like you need like something on it.
That's what he said. But yeah. The greatest thing about the pick is the pickles. Yeah, the pickles are good too. Actually, the cocktails at Horse Feather are really good too.
And the chips.
Yeah, they are. Hell yeah.
So
The
whenever
Milk
you
punch,
have like
baby.
the side,
I'm a Sun Country
a side
guy.
of like ketchup or the sauce, and you
Yeah.
just dip the chips in that as you're eating the burger too. Or
Yeah, you get the burger
crush up
sauce
some
on the
chips
side.
and you just put it under the bun.
Yeah, I used to do that. I used to lift up the bun and put a bunch of potato chips in and just eat the thing.
It's
It's
good
fucking
stuff.
solid. But
It's a great burger, man.
And they also have a really good beer list at Horse. It's a good bar, just in
I just
general.
like it. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
One of the only good reasons to live on Diviz these days.
Yeah.
There's
That and Byrite.
there's like 2 or 3 other places.
I know. I've been to Nopa though, and I was not impressed.
There's that what's that Japanese restaurant that Eric took us to, Pete?
Hina.
Hina, that's right. Hina.
The yakitori joint, yeah.
Yeah, that's
nice.
that's up to
I've never been
Viz,
there.
and it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Um,
banger.
There's also a wine and beer bar. I can't remember the name of it because I'm
but isn't-
stoned. But yeah,
No, I'm getting
That's on
confused.
Diviz.
For some reason, I thought that Bee Patisserie was like off of Diviz, but it's not. It's like somewhere else. My brain is
is
getting confused.
and then there's the Little Chihuahua, which is a amazing fucking taqueria on Diviz.
Nice.
And there's the Page.
The
Or is that on
Page.
Hate?
Oh, yeah.
Is that on Hate? That's on Diviz.
No, it's on Page on Diviz. That's
Page,
why it's
yeah,
called the Page.
exactly.
Yeah.
Page and Diviz.
I've done a lot
The
of weird
Page
shit
is
in that
cool.
bar.
Yeah, that bar's
yeah,
awesome. That bar's
yeah.
That's a bar for doing weird shit, for
And
sure.
then- yeah, and then there's
It's a yayo bar, dude.
There's
That's what
like
that is.
3. Yeah, it's a good bar, and there's a really nice, fucking awesome outdoor patio. Not even a parklet. It's like an open air patio. They just took over half the street on the side
When did they
'cause
put that in?
during COVID shit,
COVID.
and it didn't go away. It didn't go
Oh.
away, and it's cool. Their setup,
Okay.
I don't know, the way it feels like an outdoor tavern, the way they've set it up.
That's
It's actually badass. We should actually go whenever you come into town, or Pete.
cool.
We should go.
I'm down. I'm down.
'Cause it's just a cool bar
I-
in general.
Yeah, we're gonna be trying to like give our fucking Washingtonian managers a taste of what San Francisco's like because they've never been.
Oh,
So
there you go. Well,
we're
when you
like,
come
yo.
into town, where are we going to dinner?
I definitely
down.
have to go to Angler. Like, I have to go there just to talk to people that I'm gonna invite up to do like consultations and crap. But
If
I also
you
want to
want-
go there again.
If
But
you want,
I want to do like a
Oh,
big
go ahead.
table there or something because there's a lot of space.
Mhm.
But I don't know. What were you gonna suggest?
So I
I
go
want to
to
go to Rich Table though.
Yeah, I was gonna
100%.
say I go to Rich Table a lot. I was just there a few days ago, and before that, I was there 2 weeks ago. Before that, many, many, many times. And I go. Pete is probably laughing, but I go a lot, and I love it there. It's awesome, and
Dude, I should get a referral bonus after.
Yeah.
1000%.
But I'm cool
We
with
have their cookbook.
I'm cool with like half the staff now, and I've been speaking with Evan Rich. He's been like bringing dishes to the table and talking with me now.
Oh, that's
Which-
cool.
Yeah, which is cool.
I've worked
Um,
with his wife before in kitchens, Sarah.
Yeah, it's
But,
pretty. Yeah, it's been fun going there, and it's just a fucking amazing restaurant. But I can email Johnny and the head bartender Larry, and just say that there's someone that's buying a restaurant that I'm friends with that wants to do something similar or inspired by
Yeah,
restaurants
just say like
Rich Table.
that they're one of our influences or something.
Exactly, just
That would
restaurants
be
like Rich
accurate.
Table. Yeah, and he wanted to come in and do like a tasting menu, chef's adventure sort of thing,
Yeah, for sure.
and we could sit at the table that's right next to
Yeah,
the
because it's
the
gonna
pass.
be my side of things will be 3 people, maybe 4, but definitely 3 of people that I'm bringing into town, right?
And then
and then-
I mean, it could be me and Pete, and then your
That would be
crew.
plenty good.
Pete,
That sounds
you wanna do
amazing.
Yeah, duh. I don't know why are you asking a question you know the answer to.
Pete, do you want to eat at
I
an
don't know.
amazing
I don't know.
restaurant?
I don't know if you
Come
were
on, man.
going to take a piss. You didn't hear.
You want to go? You want to go have a baller meal with a bunch of people that you really like?
Yeah.
Deathly silent over there. I don't know.
Well, I'm exploring lim. You know, I killed Godric, so now I'm exploring this new place.
There you
God,
go.
it's so good. The game is so good. Oh,
Elden Ring.
it's so good.
The game is good, folks. Buy it.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably one of the best games I've
So
ever
like
played.
in 10 years, like I'm gonna run a Lord of the Rings game. Speaking of rings and magic stuff.
Oh hell yeah!
But like I say 10 years because like we have so many other games queued up. But like I absolutely would love to run one. I think it would be
I'm
fun.
waiting for Dave, bro.
Oh, Dave is my second in command with nerd lore.
I
That's my
know.
guy.
What happened to him?
Nothing. He's just working a lot. But dude, his character was like a Dunedain scholar, healer
Cool.
guy, and he stole a fucking Palantir. And it was rad. It was like the coolest thing I've ever had happen in a game I've run. They went into this old tower where like the enemy had stolen a Palantir, and it was like an ancient kingdom of like the Rangers. And they fucking sneak their way up into this tower and they see this fucking crazy ritual going on. And Dave's like, fuck that. We initiate combat. He ignores combat in true Dave fashion and sneaks up to the Palantir and throws his cloak over it, makes the wisdom saving throw so he doesn't get fucking entranced by the thing, puts it in his like satchel, and they get the fuck out of there.
Can
And
you
I was
explain
like,
what it is?
that's cool. The Palantir, the Seeing Stones, you know, like Saruman used one to talk to fucking it's the Seeing Stones. They're crafted
Pippin-
by like an
Pippin
elf in
touches
the
it.
first stage. They
Fool
like
of a took.
Fool of a took. Yeah,
That's
that,
awesome.
that scene. When Pippin touches the Seeing Stone and he talks to Sauron and shit. It's one of
Hell
those.
yeah. Cool.
It was fucking wild. We had some really cool moments in that. They like went up to Angmar and tried to fuck with the Witch King and his people. It was rad. Fought some Barrow-wights. Yeah. It was so good. It was a good campaign.
nice.
But anyway,
Nice.
I had a lot of fun tonight, dudes.
Hell yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fucking wildly fun and good.
It was a damn good session. It was amazing. I had a lot of fun. We
Now I'm
finally got
staring
to
at a
see the
melty
Elvish
burger.
City. 50
Dude, it's so
sessions
cool.
in. The 50th session, we arrived here. an elusive fairy tale of a city. And look at it. It's beautiful. It is a fairy tale. Good shit. Good
It's pretty
shit.
amazing.
I
Keep
like
looking at like different parts of it, and I'm like, this place is fucking cool.
Well, I'm gonna end it momentarily for the YouTube video, and then I might play some Elden Ring.
Ooh.
Why not?
The Elden Sea Ring.
And I'm thinking, Rival or Bash or both of you, if you guys want, we can help each other out. Probably Pete because he's in the same area as I, or you guys could help me, and I can summon you guys, and we can just do a little password if you guys want to play with each other.
I'm down.
Become
Right.
the Elden Lord, bitch. Ooh.
Pete, or are you just gonna do your own thing? It's up to you, man.
I'm good. Yeah, I'll play for sure.
Hell
I'm just
yeah.
exploring this new
Okay.
continent.
Hell yeah.
All right. Guys, I will be back momentarily. I'm actually gonna end the stream, but I'm gonna restart with a new title in the Elden Ring category. I'm gonna walk away for just a few minutes, stretch, and this VOD will be uploaded to YouTube later. Peace out. Thank you
Bye,
so
guys.
much for watching. Peace, everybody.
Good night.
Goodbye.